The following is a presentation of Bourne Braves Baseball, the 2009 Cape Cod League champions.
The 2021 season was a year of unprecedented success for the Bourne Braves.
Swing and a miss, strike three, and the Bourne Braves are off to a perfect 5-0 start in 2021.
Oh my goodness, the Braves do it again! Win number 20 in the most dramatic fashion.
0-1 and Wallace sends a drive into left field. The Braves have won it!
After a 24-9-3 regular season earned the Bravos the President's Trophy, the Braves battled all the way to the CCBL Championship Series.
Swing and a miss! For the first time since 2017, the Bourne Braves punched their ticket to the big dance.
But the team came up just 2 games short.
Brewster defeats Bourne in the championship series of the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Now, as the calendar flips to 2022, a slew of fresh faces come to Doran Park, including the man in charge.
The Bourne Braves have hired Scott Landers as the team's new field manager.
And with him comes just one returning star.
Smacked into right center, that's going to get down. The 4th RBI for Joshua Moylan.
But that doesn't mean the Braves aren't loaded from top to bottom.
This one taken high and deep to left. Is that going to get out of here? Jumping up, it's gone!
And swings, broken bat, lofted into right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Swing and a miss, strike three.
It's a brand new full season of Bourne Braves baseball, and it starts right now.
A night after the Braves went to Harwich and swept the season series with the Mariners, the Bravos are back on the road to take on the Chatham Anglers and look to do the same here tonight. Welcome to Veterans Field in Chatham with Max Tanzer. I'm Calvin Cristoforo. It's the 4th and final meeting between the Braves and Anglers this season. And Max, the last time these two teams met, it was a wild finish, to say the least.
Absolutely. The walk-off grand slam from Matt Corbath, a game in which the Braves entered that frame trailing. The offense had been extinct throughout the entirety of that ball game. Able to come to life, though, and that's lit in a fire for this Chatham team as well. There's 7, and they've picked up 7 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie in that span since that loss to the Braves. And now they have an opportunity with a win tonight and a potential loss for Harwich, who trails right now, to try and sneak in and get that 4th playoff spot.
All right, let's smash the rearview mirror. And let's look ahead at this game. You mentioned a little bit the Braves and Anglers both playing for playoff positioning tonight, but both playing in completely different situations. With a win tonight and some help around the league, the Braves can find themselves in a 2-way or 3-way tie for first place in the West Division. On the Anglers side, they are fighting for their playoff lives. 4 games left to go, 2 points out of a playoff spot. They need a win, and so do the Braves.
Absolutely, and I think if you're the Braves right now, you have that opportunity to reach first place for really the first time virtually since opening day when they picked up that win over against Brewster right here. And I think a lot of people slept on the Braves as first place right here. The Bourne was just trying to sneak into the playoffs here and make sure they took care of Falmouth, who was right underneath them. But they'll get to face both Hyannis and Katuit in the final couple games of the season, and we'll have that opportunity to take that spot. Meanwhile, for Chatham right here, I think we're going to see a lot from what we saw. Orleans the other night, of course, Harwich yesterday evening as well. A couple of teams who are just battling for that spot, playing gritty baseball here. And the Braves pitching has just been so good that it's going to be a tough task for Chatham tonight.
Not only are the Anglers hungry, they're at home, and Veterans Field always a really tough place to play. The Braves look to keep it rolling, trying to win their 5th straight contest and sweep another team in the Cape this summer. It makes for a really fun setting tonight here at Veterans Field in Chatham. The Braves and Anglers coming up in just about 15 minutes, but I'll take you there. We have 2 of the best. Ethan Frank, Mac Friday. It's the second to last road before the Bravos of the season, and it's next when we come back on the Bourne Braves Radio Network. Missed the biggest part of the game? Don't worry, the Bravos have you covered. Catch the Call of the Game on the Braves Twitter at Bourne Braves to hear the night's biggest moment. From big-time strikeouts to crazy web gems, game-winning home runs, and more, whether you hear it for the first time or you just want to relive the magic, the Call of the Game will bring back the best moment from the night that was.
Free! It's a word you don't hear often, but it's the only word in the Cape Cod League.
Every single game on the Cape is free, which means you can bring the entire family, extended family, and the extended family for no charge at Doran Park or to any other game on the Cape. Catch the best collegiate summer league in the nation for absolutely no charge all summer long.
Cape Cod League Baseball is back on the New England Sports Network in 2022. Nesson will feature 5 Cape League games on its airwaves this season, the first of which comes on June 30th when the Braves take on the Falmouth Commodores, and then the Nesson crew comes to Doran Park on July 21st when the Braves host the Wareham Gatemen. All Cape League games on Nesson start at 7, and the station will also feature the league's All-Star Game. It's the best summer baseball in the nation, and it's live on the same station as the Boston Red Sox all summer long.
First pitch is right around the corner. Now back to Before the Bravos, the official Bourne Braves pregame show.
Welcome to the Vet. Before the Bravos for the 4th to last time this regular season. Ethan Frank, Mac Friday on a Saturday. How are you, Mr. Friday?
I can never complain about going to the Vet, Ethan. I love this ballpark. I'm really happy to be here.
I don't know why Calvin's shaking his head at me. The Vet is a great nickname for Veterans Field. It is my favorite ballpark to watch a game, especially from the booth, and it is a beautiful setting for baseball on a beautiful Saturday night here in Chatham. But enough talk about the field. Let's talk about the Bourne Braves last night, winning the season series over Harwich 4-0, as Calvin and Max talked about. And, Mac, I really want to talk about how the Braves are able to win this game, because I feel like we say every day the Braves find new ways to win every day, and yesterday they did so again. No hit for 5 1/3 innings. Guess what? Doesn't matter. We'll score 4 runs in the 6th inning with 1 out, and then we'll shut you out the rest of the game, and we'll win this game 4-2.
Got to give Jonathan Santucci with Harwich his credit. He was absolutely incredible, but finally faltered, allowed the Braves back in the game. Bourne goes on for a 4-run 6th inning, and then give the ball to Seth Keener, and he will carry you to the promised land. What a performance from him on the back end. Did not allow a single run, had 6 strikeouts, just a handful of hits. Really impressive from the Wake Forest righty.
Absolutely, and my biggest takeaway was there is no quit in this team. I talked to Tomas Frick in the dugout during the game. I was like, you guys are slowly approaching, maybe the top overall seed and winning that President's Trophy. How much does it matter to get that? What would that be like for this guy? And Tomas said, if you're not here to win, why are you here? And I think that is exactly how this entire dugout is feeling and how the entire team is going about this rest of the season.
Absolutely, and I mean, you talk about the mentality of summer ball. Some guys, maybe if you're lower in the division, may not necessarily want to continue to be here. They want to go home. They want to rest after a long period of time of playing baseball. Not this group. This group is all in. They want to win. They are here, and they are here to stay for as long as they possibly can, compete, win, and play the best baseball that they can.
Exactly right there. And you look at the playoff picture, with a win and some help, just like Calvin said, the Braves could move into first place tonight. And I wanted to go back to another thing. So my biggest thing that I'm looking at from a big picture perspective is that the Braves are peaking at the right time. Because I talked to Calvin, who was here last summer with the Braves, and I was like, Calvin, you guys were the best team all year. Why didn't the Braves win the championship? He said Brewster was just peaking at the right time during the playoffs at the end of the regular season. And that is what is going on with this Braves team right now, Mac.
I couldn't agree more. 7-3 over their last 10 games. The second hottest team on the Cape, just behind the Chatham Anglers, who they played today.
When you win 4 in a row, how could you not be the hottest team on the Cape?
I'm talking in terms of last 10 games. But last 4, you go with the Braves. Last 10, got to go with the A's. 7-2-1 compared to Bourne 7-3. Really positive results for them. Really just a tie with Falmouth, really being the only bump in the road across these last 10 games. Had a 10-2 win over Cotuit on the 27th. And then over the last 7 days, they got 3 hitters who are hitting over 300. But Bourne absolutely mashing the ball. 4 hitters hitting over 350 over the last week for the Braves. It's been a pretty incredible week for the guys in Navy and Red.
Absolutely right. And Anthony Arguelles gets the ball tonight. His first start in Falmouth didn't go so well, but last week at home, 4 shutout innings for the Virginia Tech right-hander. And I'm excited what he's got in store for us tonight. This is a tough road ballpark to pitch in. Wind usually blows out. It's pretty calm right now, but it's a hot night It's a big crowd. The crowd will definitely be behind their home anglers, and it'll be interesting to see how Arguelles faces in a tough road environment.
The most important factor, I think, that you just listed there is the crowd. This is a Saturday night, last weekend of July in Chatham. They are going to come out in droves. They're going to be behind the anglers, whether they are a diehard or a casual just to be here. They are going to cheer the Chatham Anglers on. This is a crowd that you have to fight and you have to get in front of. Can't let them get in the game like you did last time.
Absolutely right, and the biggest thing for Arguelles for me is consistency. We saw him struggle the first time. He was really good last time. Can he bring it back up? My initial concern was, can he stay as a starter after how short his outing in Falmouth was? And obviously his defense didn't help him in that one, but can he do it again? Can he do it on a consistent basis and be a force for this team in the playoffs?
It really just depends on how he mixes that fastball with his off speed. He's got the changeup, he's got the curve, he's got the slider that kind of is almost like a cutter, but we'd call it a slider. And then you go with the fastball first, and then you mix that changeup, you mix the curveball. You'll see a lot of that curveball today, hopefully, from Arguelles. If it's hitting its spots, as long as he hits his spots, he stays in control, does his best to get ahead in counts, and not necessarily be behind for a large amount of time, really attack hitters. He should be all right. And then you got a rejuvenated bullpen. I know that's one of the points that you were going to bring up.
Literally right on my notes.
There you go.
Rested bullpen.
You got a rejuvenated bullpen. No lefty is available today, but you've got 5 of your best arms, all righties.
Absolutely.
Some of the best arms that you got. You got Bryce Cunningham, who's been pushed back to the bullpen possibly for a potential playoff start later down the line. You got guys like Cameron By, Ryan Fisher, Nigel Belgrave, and Ty Cummings, the 2 big righties that will come in for the close, come in for the save for a big hold in the 9th or the 8th. You never really know. But those guys, you could expect to see them in high leverage situations tonight. Then you got the middle relievers, guys like Cunningham, By, and Fisher, who could give you 3-4 innings if Arguelles falters.
Absolutely right there. And you look at the guys that might be giving the pitchers some run support, and that's the lineup for the Braves. This thing has been changing around all season long. I thought they were finally starting to find a consistent lineup, and then Scott Landers pulls out his lineup card today, and it is a lineup we haven't seen all season. Ryan Enos is in the 5 hole. You got Nadir Lewis batting 8th, and you got 4 straight righties from 2 through 5 in the lineup tonight. A very interesting strategy from Landers. Carson Jones back in there. We'll see if his right-handed bat can be helpful down a right field line that's only 314 to the foul pole. So I'm interested to see how this lineup performs, because last night the bottom of the lineup of John Peck and company was really, really good.
I was having a conversation with Nadir Lewis today. This is his best opportunity to really get a foothold in this lineup.
Make an impression.
Make an impression, absolutely. There's the words I was looking for. This is his really final, if not best, opportunity to make an impression, get a hit. Where else would you rather want to get your first hit in the Cape League than here in Chatham? It's his opportunity to do so. Hopefully he plays some solid defense out there in the left. I'm looking at him to be kind of a catalyst in that turnover role, along with Tomas Frick. Tomas Frick been hitting the ball well. We'll see if he continues to do that. And then the big 3 up front, Eblin, Shaw, Horvath. No Evan Slight tonight. You could see some big production from Chris Brito in the cleanup slot. I like that front 4.
Absolutely right indeed. The power is abundant at the beginning of the Braves lineup. And we talked about the playoff picture. Calvin mentioned, and Max mentioned it as well on their little open, that Chatham is still in the fight. Chatham needs a win tonight badly, but unfortunately they're playing the Braves. The Braves have won 4 games in a row. They're the hottest team in the league right now. And what better time is there to be hot than right now? You look at the playoff picture. With a win or a tie tonight, or a Falmouth loss or tie, the Braves automatically clinch at least 3rd place in the West Division, if that was not already a certainty that they would be in that top 3 in the playoff standings. And in the East, it's all jumbled up, but Brewster has a big lead over Harwich right now, looking to cement their lead for 2nd place in the West. Maybe they'll even catch YD with the way the Red Sox have been struggling.
I think if you look at the way we have been focused on the Braves and the West, you kind of get isolated in that thought, and you don't realize how much of a crapshoot it is over in the East. 2 through 5, separated by 5 points, just a handful of games. Pretty incredible ending we can expect here from the East. And then after sitting in third in the West pretty much the entire season, Bourne can finally dig themselves out of that hole, which just, it feels miraculous almost at this point. We've become so accustomed to having the Braves sit in third, we could finally have a change in opportunity with that.
Right, it's so funny how you want the standings to play out tonight, because you get so many inter-division matchups, East versus West tonight. You got Orleans and Hyannis. Chatham, a team that wants Orleans to lose. The Braves, a team that wants Hyannis to lose. You got YD and Falmouth. The Braves, a team that wants Falmouth to lose. Chatham, they're not going to catch YD, but you look at the rest of these, they want YD to lose. So you look at those matchups and you see how things are playing out. Things looking good in Brewster right now for Chatham.
Couldn't agree more. My roommate, Dylan Wilhelm, the beat writer for YD, on his way out today, he said, please lose to Chatham. I was like, I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Braves can do that. So
the Braves 3-0 against the Anglers so far this season. Who in this lineup tonight, Mac, are you looking for to make a big impact besides Nadir Lewis, who you just mentioned?
I'm going to go with Mac Horvath.
Okay.
Horvath has been
classic.
on
that's a classic.
No, I wasn't even thinking about the name prospect there, but I'll
don't
always go for it. I'll always vote for a guy named Mac. Mac voting for a guy named Mac, but I like the way he's been swinging the bat. It hasn't really been as prolific as we saw that first couple weeks, but he choked up on the bat yesterday, got a really solid 2 RBI single, which was exactly what the Bravos needed to get that offense going for that 4-run sixth. He's been crucial. He's been important. He will continue to do so. He is my guy to look for. Who is yours?
My guy to look for tonight is Ryan Enos. I think he makes a big impact tonight. He's hitting behind Chris Brito. You would think the guys in front of him are going to get on base tonight, the 5-hole, a really good spot to hit in the lineup. And with Carson Jones behind him, you don't want to face Carson Jones. You want to face Ryan Enos. I think that is a potential good spot in the lineup for Ryan Enos. All right, that'll do it for Before the Bravos here tonight at Veterans Field. We'll see you back at Doran Park tomorrow when the Braves face the Commodores. Enjoy Calvin and Max throughout the game.
The Bourne Braves will be holding youth clinics this summer. They're for boys and girls ages 5 to 12, plus we'll offer 1 week of clinics for ages 12 to 15. For more information, visit the 50/50 table near the concession stand or visit our website at bournebraves.org.
Win or lose, there's always a Brave that sticks out on the field. Head over to our YouTube channel by searching the Bourne Braves, or head to @BourneBraves on Twitter and catch the post-game interview every night with a player of the game on game night with me, Ethan Frank. And as always, you have a say on who gets to chat with me. Tweet at us @BourneBraves and use the hashtag Player of the Game to submit your pick for the POG.
The stars of the Bourne Braves can't perform well with an empty stomach, and neither can the best fans in the Cape Cod League. Hungry at Doran Park? Visit our concession stand down the third baseline, serving your favorite ballpark classics, including hot dogs, hamburgers, popcorn, cold drinks, and more. The concession stand at Doran Park is the place to go, because the only thing better than watching the Braves live is watching the Braves live with a hot dog in your hand. Scott Landers is the new man in charge in Bourne. The new Braves field manager is in his first year at the helm at the Bravos and brings with him an exciting staff that includes World Series champion Jared Saltalamacchia. It's an exciting new regime of Bourne Braves baseball, and it's a team you're going to want to see for yourself. Go to bournebraves.org for the full schedule.
Tomahawk Talk is the official pregame and postgame analysis of the Bourne Braves. Hosted by the Bravos broadcast team, Tomahawk Talk provides pregame insights on game day on what Braves fans can expect to see that night. And after the game, the crew breaks down the matchup that was and looks ahead to what to expect tomorrow. It's Tomahawk Talk, and you can find it on game days on the Braves YouTube site, as well as @BourneBraves on Twitter.
Cape Cod League Baseball is live. The Bourne Braves are in action.
It's the fourth and final meeting between the Braves and the Chatham Anglers in the regular season, and it comes from beautiful Veterans Field in Chatham. It is game number 41 of the season and the last against an East Division opponent. in the regular year. Here is Coach Scott Lander's starting lineup in what is the 41st game of the Braves campaign. Bryce Eblin, the second baseman, leads it off. Matt Shaw, the shortstop, hits second. Matt Horvath in center field hits third. Chris Brito, the power-hitting first baseman, hits fourth. Ryan Enos, after his first extra base hit of the season, is up into the 5 spot. He's DHing tonight. Carson Jones, the power-hitting right fielder, hits sixth. John Peck, looking to complete his hitting streak up to 3 games. He's the third baseman, hitting 7th. Nadir Lewis, in his second start of the season, the left fielder, hits 8th. And Tomas Frick, on a 3-game hitting streak, the catcher, rounds out the Braves starting lineup, hitting 9th. That's a crew that's all going up against the right-hander from West Virginia. That is Ben Hampton.
And he has just been spectacular this summer. An all-star this year for the East. 9 games, 4 starts, 2.75 ERA. How about this? Just 4 walks and 32 and 2/3 innings work. His 39 punch-outs lead the Cape Cod League. Just walking 1.1 batters per 9 innings. So it's going to be a tough task. Another left-hander in back-to-back evenings the Braves will face here. And they're going to get out to a lead early. I think that's the big key in this one. You cannot let Hampton settle in.
Here's the defense behind the left-hander tonight. Guy Garibay, Jake DeLeo, Lyle Miller, Green left to right in the outfield. Anthony Nunez is the third baseman. Marcus Brown at short. Rod Riggio at second. Caden Bryce is at first base, and Caden Hobson does the catching for the West Virginia left-hander and the All-Star for Shadow. Packed house here on a beautiful Saturday evening for baseball. 82 degrees, not a cloud in the sky overhead. The bleachers here in the concourse area pretty much filled to capacity. Large group of fans out on the hill in center to right field. Lights on here at first pitch as the Braves play in their 4th and final 7 o'clock start of the regular season. The Braves will not play again at 7 unless these very anglers make the postseason and the Braves face off with them in the championship series. The Bravos 3-0 against Chatham this season, including a 6-2 walk-off come-from-behind victory the last time these two teams matched up.
And since then, this has been a different Chatham ball club. 7-3-1 since that big game, outscoring their opponents 58-35 in that span, averaging just about 5.5 runs per game during that stretch here. So this is a different team than the Braves are used to here. The last time they saw them, they hadn't even had a road win. They were 0-9-3 on the road, moved to 0-10-3 after that walk-off grand slam. Since then, they've picked up 3 W's away from Veterans Field.
Bryce Eblin leads the Braves off. The left-handed second baseman digs in. Hampton toes the rubber, and out of the line, the lefty's first pitch. Foul tip into the mid, a fastball at 87 miles an hour, and we're underway here at 7:02 from Veterans Field in Chatham. Eblin going through a little bit of a tough patch right now at the plate, the 0-1. Perfectly placed breaking ball that beautifully drops at the knees for strike 2. Bryce just 2 for his last 16 at the dish, was 0 for 3 against Harwich back on Wednesday. The 0-2 in the dirt, 1-2.
And I think this is going to be a very similar matchup to when the Braves were at YD last and saw Eric Yost, another left-handed pitcher, who was pitching backwards, slowing them down here. Hampton's not going to overpower you with that heater that averages around 85 to 87, has some cut on it as well, running away to lefties, of course.
Is 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that is it right there. A cut fastball running away to the left-handed hitting Eblin, and one is quickly gone to begin this ball game as Hampton picks up his first punch-out and the first man the Braves send to home plate.
And that's where he's going to live, on the edges of the plate here this evening. It'll be interesting to see if he changes his approach to right-handed hitters. The Braves have a couple of those guys coming up. In fact, Shaw, Horvath, Brito, and Enos in order before they get down to Jones in the 6th spot.
Here is Matt Shaw, the Cape's leader in average. The pitch. Fastball up and above the zone, ball 1. Shaw coming into play tonight, a .368 hitter. That leads the Cape. The 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Braves in their navy blue tops tonight, gray pants with the red stripe. Their road jerseys that they've played so well in this season. Hampton kicks and delivers. Swinging a bounding ball to the shortstop in Brown. He fields, collects himself, and makes the throw over to first. That beats Shaw by a step. And 2 are gone to begin this ball game.
Center fielder from UNC,
Brown almost bobbled this one right here. The double clutch which gave Shaw, who runs really well and always hard down that first base line, a couple extra steps, but throw beat him by about half a step.
Brown scooped it up with one hand between his legs, but was able to recollect himself and throw out Shaw. The Braves in their navy blue uniforms this season, 14-6-3 on the year. That is 8 games over 500. 2 games under in both the white and the reds. The pitch to Horvath swung on and ripped foul over the Chatham dugout third base side. The Braves have worn the blue jerseys at home a couple times this season. Here on the road, aren't pushed to wearing the blues. They're wearing them because that's their home jerseys. The 0-1. Breaking ball that drops at the letters, a strike at the top of the zone, 0-2.
And I wonder if it gets postseason time, they just primarily wear those blues because of the good mojo.
Hampton working quickly, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, a breaking ball that dropped at the knees into the dirt. The catcher and Hobson collects and throws the speedy Horvath out at first base to retire the side on just 10 pitches here at the top of the first inning. An efficient frame from the West Virginia Cape All-Star. He puts the Braves down in order, and we're off to the home half of the first. Scoreless here at Veterans Field. Feeling lucky? Head over to the 50-50 table at Doran Park and play everyone's favorite ballpark game of chance. A different list of prizes are available every home game, and of course, half the pot is always up for grabs. Take it from me, my family played the 50-50 last season and won a gift certificate to a local ice cream shop, and I can tell you firsthand it was delicious. Check out the list of prizes over at the 50-50 table next to the concession stand and play the 50-50 leg, because I'm sure there's a prize for you.
For the first time since 2019, the Cape Cod League All-Star Game is back. On Saturday, July 23rd at 6:45, the best players on Cape will come together in Wareham and duke it out in an East Division versus West Division clash. In 2021, the Braves had a league-leading 9 All-Stars, but they weren't able to shine in the mid-season showcase. But now the game is back, and it will include your favorite Braves stars, as well as the best talent from around the Cape.
It's time to go back to the ballpark. This is Born Braves Baseball.
Braves go down in order in the top half of the first inning. Defense out there for the bottom half of inning number 1. And here is Coach Tom Holliday's starting lineup for the Chatham Anglers at their home, Veterans Field. Guy Garibay, the left fielder, leads us off. Marcus Brown at shortstop at second. Rock Riggio, the second baseman, at third. Cooper Engel leads. Tonight cleans it up. Caden Grice, the exciting two-way power bat, is the first baseman. He hits fifth. Jake DeLeo, the Braves killer, plays in center field. He hits 6. Kane Hobson, the catcher, hits 7. Lyle Miller-Green, the home run derby champ, hits 8. And Anthony Nunez, the third baseman, hits 9, up against the right-hander Anthony Arguelles.
This will be his 4th out and 3rd start, 0 on record with a 2 ERA flat. 9 innings of work, 13 strikeouts to 6 walks. He's allowed 5 runs in total, but just 2 of them have been earned. So hopefully the Braves can play some tighter defense for him tonight.
Was really sharp, 4 scoreless innings in his last appearance. He toes the rubber, Garibay digs in. Out of the wind, Arguelles kicks and deals. Fastball below the zone at 90 miles an hour, 1-0. Arguelles quickly back to work, the pitch. Outside, 2-0. Garibay at the top of this Anglers order, a guy seeing the ball really well as of late, hitting over the 320 mark over his last 9 contests. The 2-0. Below the knees, 3-0.
And this is what his struggle was in his last outing. If he could take one blemish, 3 walks through 4 innings. Was able to work out of it.
The 3-0. Slider nowhere near the zone. It's a 4-pitch walk to begin the at-bat. And to begin the night for the Chatham offense, Garibay's on just 4 pitches. So a runner on first, nobody out here in a scoreless game in the bottom of the first inning. Arguelles was very efficient his last appearance. But 4 pitches, 4 balls, and the Anglers had the leadoff runner on base. The batter is the left-handed shortstop, Marcus Brown. Arguelles from the stretch kicks and delivers. Slider too tall. 1-0 in 5 straight balls from Arguelles.
And that one at least did not back up right there. Had some sharp late movement, but Tomas Frick, the catcher, not able to hold on to it. Could have been a strike had he received it cleanly.
Arguelles still trying to find the strike zone. 5 straight balls to begin the game. The 1-0. Swinging a pop-up into the infield, playable for the third baseman in Peck. He calls off Arguelles and makes the one-handed catch right in front of his face for the first out of the inning. What a break that is for the Braves defense and the pitcher Anthony Arguelles, who had thrown 5 straight balls, and his first pitch above the knees was popped up into the air, playable and an easy grab for the Bravos third baseman.
And that was still potentially up and out of the zone for Brown right there as well. I'm surprised he got the green light and was that aggressive on a breaking ball as well. You said it, a really good break that goes the Braves' way. Hopefully they can take advantage of it.
So now 1 on and 1 out for the second baseman, Rock Riggio. The pitch. Breaking ball below the zone, 1-0. Riggio, part of 5 straight left-handed anglers bats to begin this lineup for Tom Holliday. Stacking the lefties against the righty, Anthony Arguelles. Step off and a throw over to Garibay, who's back in safely. Chatham, with a win tonight, will be in the playoff picture for the first time since opening day, after Harwich fell to Brewster earlier this afternoon. The pitch, a breaking ball that backs up and gets the corner for strike 1.
And that's a good, encouraging sign for Arguelles right there, perfectly placed on the outside corner. He's used that breaking ball a lot in this inning, must not be very confident with that heater here early on.
That breaking ball, just the second strike of the night on the 7th pitch, the 1-1. Fastball perfectly placed on the outer black, 1-2. Beautiful night for baseball. Crowd continuing to fill in here in the bleachers in the lower concourse. A lot of fans in the shade up in the hill in center right field area. 7 o'clock start here on a great night for baseball. The 1-2 to Riggio. Up and away, 2-2.
And for Arguelles tonight, fastball, curveball, changeup, slider mix, and the curveball-slider tandem has just been filthy for him. 33% whiff rate on the curveball. He's gotten 4 or 5 swings and misses on that slider as well.
Hunting his first strikeout of the night. It's 2-2 to Riggio. Goes to that breaking ball and is popped up into the infield. The shortstop Shaw calls everyone off and makes the easy catch at the brim of his cap for the second out of the inning.
Pretty uncharacteristic here for Arguelles. A couple of breaking balls up in the zone that have been popped up. Generally speaking, keeps the ball on the ground, 55% GB rate. But he's got a couple of breaks here, a couple of breaking balls that I think probably would have been called for balls.
That was a breaking ball that time. He talked about how often he likes to use that pitch. And Riggio got underneath it, popping it up to the shortstop. So now Garibay stays on first with 2 outs here in the first inning. And here is the batter. And Cooper Ingelow takes a look at a fastball for strike 1. Ingle, the leader in batting average for Chatham on the season. A .259 hitter on the campaign. The 0-1. Down and away, 1-1. That just tells you how much Chatham has struggled offensively. The guy leading the team in batting is hitting under the .275 mark. But with 2 out and 1 on here in a scoreless game in the bottom of the first, Arguelles kicks and delivers. Up and in, 2-1. Engel, the DH tonight, been seeing the ball really well as of late. A 4-game hitting streak, has knocks in 9 of his last 12 contests. The 2-1. Curveball that break too late. It stayed upstairs. Now a really good hitter's count to Chatham's best bat. Ingles ahead of Arguelles here, 3-1.
That's the pitch that was chased after he get the pop-outs for Brown and Riggio. Ingle just laying off of it right there to get into a hitter's count.
Runner on first, 2 outs here in a scoreless game in the bottom of the first inning. Check over on the runner in Garibay, who's back in safely. Garibay, the left fielder, took ball 4 on 4 pitches to begin this contest. Since Arguelles has gotten Brown and Riggio to pop out to the left side of the infield. The 3-1. Perfectly placed pitcher's pitch, a fastball at 91 miles an hour that gets the outer corner, 3-2. Garibay will be off on the pitch here. Full count, 2 out, scoreless game in the bottom of the first inning. Arguez sets, now he comes home. Pitch is fouled back over our heads, popping over the screen and over the concourse into the parking lot. And they'll do the payoff again. Both the Braves and the Anglers wearing their camouflage hats tonight in this one. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. He backed him up with another nasty changeup. That one working down and away to the left-handed hitting Engel. And Arguez retires the side in the first on his first punch-out of the evening. The Virginia Tech right-hander works around a leadoff walk and puts the rest of the Anglers down in order. Scoreless as we head to the second, the Bourne Braves Radio Network.
Can first pitch not come soon enough? Well, don't worry. Before the Bravos has you covered. Starting 15 minutes before first pitch at home or on the road, Before the Bravos has the pregame insight and analysis you need to get game ready. From exclusive interviews, a first look at the opposition, lineup breakdowns, and so much more, Before the Bravos is the best place to start your evening of baseball. Before the Bravos, 15 minutes before first pitch, every game day, live on the Bourne Braves YouTube stream.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile believes that when small towns thrive, America thrives. That's why they are investing billions to bring fast, reliable, and affordable wireless service beyond the big cities to small towns across America. There's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit T-Mobile.com/acrossamerica to find out more.
The Bourne Braves are out on the road. Let's get back to the action on the Bourne Braves Radio Network.
Scoreless as we begin the bottom half of the second inning here at Veterans Field in Chatham with Max Tanzer. I'm Calvin Cristoforo. Call it instead at the top half of the second. The Braves went down in order with 2 strikeouts to start off this ball game. So they'll send 4, 5, 6, Brito, Enos, and Jones to bat in the second against the tough lefty in Ben Hampton.
Just 9 pitches for him to set down the side in order in the first. Picked up 2 strikeouts along the way here. So he's continued to rock in the rocking chair that he's been in all season long here.
His pitch to Brito. Slow, looping curveball that catches his own at 74 miles an hour for strike 1. Hampton, a pitcher really dedicated to his craft, the 0-1. Swung on and fouled back to the screen, 0-2. He was on the field today at noon. This is a 7 o'clock first pitch. And he was doing grounds work, trying to set up his own mound. He was putting the dirt down, putting the divots where he wants them. His 0-2. Down and in, and it came in and hit Brito on the front foot, or at least the Braves first baseman thinks it did. The home plate umpire tonight, and Ryan DeMar, said no. So it's just ball 1 to the Braves first baseman. But you never see that. He had the bag of turfus, was sprinkling dirt around, getting himself ready to go 7 hours before first pitch. His 1-0 to Brito is spoiled foul, a bounding ball down the third base line. The count will remain 1-2.
You gotta love that. Attention to detail, the commitment to the craft here, even for a summer ball game as well. That shows how important it is for him and how seriously he's taking it.
Trying to get his third punch out of the night, the 1-2. This is crushed out to left field, and you can forget about this one. Chris Brito punishes another baseball over the scoreboard in left field, and on one swing, it's 1-0 Braves.
There was no question off the bat here from Chris Brito. My goodness. Got a lefty, just his second home run against the Southpaw this season, his 5th in total, and he is heated up here down the stretch. He is going to be a huge bat for the Braves here moving forward. And how about the first home run without the beard as well?
Brito is continuing to be red hot. His 5th home run of the season. He's got extra base hits now in 4 of his last 5 contests. Hampton back to work. His first pitch to Enos is up and away for ball 1. But he left little doubt another no-doubt homer out to left field. The 1-0. Slider that catches the inside corner, 1-1 here in the Braves DH tonight.
If those trees weren't out there behind the scoreboard, I think that one might be still flying.
This is a where would this one land tight moment for Chris Brito. The 1-1. Up and away. 2-1 here on Enos. Brito still has one of the hardest hit home runs this season. That was 104 off the bat. The 2-1. Grounded foul down the third baseline. That was early in the season, his first home run that pierced a frigid night in Orleans. A ball that went 454 feet off the big righty's bat.
Absolutely, and he's leading the league in exit velocity just north of 85, so when he puts it in play, it's going to be scorched.
The 2-2 to Enos is fouled away, a line drive over the Braves dugout. Count will stay on 2-2. So Brito's home run makes it a 1-0 Braves contest. Nobody on, nobody out here in the top of the second inning. Hampton trying to bounce back, the 2-2. Hit off the end of the bat, nubbed right back to the pitcher Hampton, who fields with one hand, takes a couple of steps off the mound, and makes the underhand flip over to Grice for the first out of the inning. Just a nubber off the end there, easy play for the Anglers pitcher, and one is gone here in the second.
And for Hampton, now in his last 2 innings of work, he's allowed 4 runs. If you go back to his last outing against Orleans, was pinned with the loss, went a third of an inning, 3 earned runs on 3 hits and a strikeout.
Carson Jones is now the batter. He watches a first pitch fastball glide across home plate for strike 1. Jones in the lineup for the first time in a couple of nights. He's been off the past few days. The 0-1. Curveball hit off the end of the bat, foul territory down the left field line. Garibay sprinting after it, but the left fielder will run out of room. The count will go to 0-1 here on Carson Jones. Instead now 0-2. Jones, when he hits him really far, but is struggling as of late. Just 3 for his last 31 coming into play tonight.
And he's a guy who has a ton of pop. If the Braves could get him going, that just lengthens this lineup so much more.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that's that dirty slider that Hampton's been featuring all night long. He punched him out, waving on a pitch away, and 2 are retired after the home run in the second.
Very similar to the cutter he struck out Eplin on right there. That was a breaking ball at 81 miles an hour. Very similar pitch shape, but again, just a little bit more of a sharper break. Comes out a little bit slower as well. If he could get those 2 pitches working tonight, even with the 1 run for the Braves, it's going to be really tough against this left-hander.
So 1-0 Braves, bases empty in the second, and here is John Peck. First pitch, fouled up over the screen down the first baseline. 0-1 to the Braves' third baseman tonight. Peck has earned himself another night in the starting lineup tonight. The 0-1. Fastball that gets the inside corner 0-2. Peck now with back-to-back games with a base hit, and broke up the no-hitter with a double down the right field line in the Braves' 4-2 win in Harwich last night. The 0-2. In the dirt, 1-2.
And again, going the other way, when John Peck is at his best, he's driving the ball to the opposite field with authority. In fact, just 1 extra base hit this year. That double against Hyannis has been towards his pull side, and that was still towards left center almost straight away.
1-2. Curveball that drops over the heart of the plate and freezes John Peck looking for strike 3. As the 4th punch out of the night for Ben Hampton, he escapes the second, only allowing a single run, but that run was out in a hurry. A solo moonshot, the 5th of the year by Chris Brito, and on 1 swing, the Braves lead it 1-0 as we make the turn to the home half of the second of the Born Braves Radio Network.
You know what Pete Alonso, Kevin Youkilis, and Lou Merloni all have in common? Go ahead, take a guess. Yeah, that's right. They're all former Born Braves. The list of famous Bravo alumni is lengthy and it's growing fast. Take 2021 Major League Baseball first overall pick Henry Davis, for example. He was on the Cape just 3 summers ago, back in 2019. So make sure you don't miss out on watching the future stars of tomorrow today. Admission to all games at Doran Park and around the Cape Cod League is free. For the full Braves schedule, head to the Bravos team website, bornbraves.org.
Did you know it takes $150,000 to field the Braves every summer? We are a non-profit, all-volunteer organization that relies solely on the donations of private citizens and local businesses. The Born Braves are a 501c organization, and all donations are tax deductible. You can donate today online at bornbraves.org.
this is Ty Cummings, Braves pitcher from Campbell University, and this is Born Braves Baseball.
1-0 Braves here in the home half of the second inning. On the 5th home run of the season by Chris Brito. And boy, was it crushed. A moonshot home run over the Veterans Field scoreboard out in left center. Brito continues to just punish baseballs, and he gives the Bravos an early lead tonight. 1-0 as Anthony Arguelles is back to work for his second inning. The starter for the Braves, who pitched to a scoreless first frame. The batter is Caden Grice, who digs in from the left side. Arguelles from the line, kicks and fires. Pitch is slammed right at the left fielder in Nadir Lewis. He comes on strong and makes the one-handed catch at the Bourne lettering across his navy blue jersey. One pitch, one out, and a loud contact. Grace is retired.
And despite Arguelles' struggle with Commander early on, this team has still been really aggressive talking about the Chatham offense. They're a team that struggles with the swing and miss, striking out at about 11 times per game, trying to avoid to get to 2 strikes here against Arguelles, who has really good swing and miss stuff.
Well, the guy who doesn't struggle, at least against the Braves, is the batter, Jake DeLeo. Arguelles' pitch. Slider outside, ball 1. DeLeo this season against the Braves has an extra base hit, a run scored, and an RBI in all 3 matchups against the Bravos to this point in the season. The 1-0. Swinging a bounding ball down the third. Peck Fields brings it to the belt and throws across the diamond to retire DeLeo by 3 steps. Arguelles has now retired 5 anglers in a row. That was just a hard-hit worm burner down to the Braves' third baseman. He picked it in plenty of time to throw out DeLeo as 2 are gone, and the bases remain empty for Caden Hobson, the catcher for Chatham tonight. Braves up 1-0 now with 2 gone and the bases empty in the home half of the second inning. Arguelles looking for a quick 1-2-3 second. Out of the wind, he delivers. Backdoor slider that catches the plate for strike 1. Sun starting to set on a beautiful night in Chatham. Packed house, concourse full. Hill is filling up out there behind the right field wall. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. The Braves and Anglers playing for the 4th and final time this season, both with a ton on the line tonight here at Veterans Field. The 1-1. Swinging a pop-up behind second base. The shortstop Shaw goes out, calls everyone off, and makes the one-handed catch by his left shoulder to quickly retire the side here in the second. Anthony Arguelles walked the leadoff batter of this ballgame, but quickly has put 6 straight down and retires the side in his second in order on just 6 pitches. Through 2 here at Veterans, 1-0. The Braves lead it. The Bourne Braves.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile is committed to serve those who serve. That's why they go above and beyond for our active duty military, veterans, and first responders. Visit your neighborhood T-Mobile store or T-Mobile.com to learn more.
For the first time since 2019, the full Cape Cod League playoff slate is back. Last season, just 2 teams from the East and West Division respectively played in the shortened playoff format, but this year there will be a full 8-team slate. 4 teams from the East and West will get a shot at the title. The Braves have missed the postseason just once since 2007 and look to make another run back to the title game in 2022, a series they lost a season ago. It's the Cape Cod League playoffs and they're back in full swing for the first time in 3 years.
This is Josh Moylan, first baseman from East Carolina, and this is Bourne Braves Baseball.
Top half of the third inning, 1-0 Braves score. Back to Veterans Field here in Chatham. I'm Max Sandridge alongside Calvin Cristoforo. And the Braves took the lead in the second inning after a Brito bomb, his 5th of the season. And I think bomb is an understatement for how far that one went.
I mean, you can clear the deck. Another Brito bomb shot coming in. Luckily, those trees out there in left field aren't hurting for branches because Brito just took a couple off of them.
An impressive shot indeed. The Braves will look to add on here against Ben Hampton, who, besides the home run, has been really sharp. He's picked up 4 strikeouts along the way. Bounced back immediately, getting Enos to ground back right to him on the mound to get a quick out number 1. Here's Nadir Lewis to lead things off. He takes a breaking ball in the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Lewis in just his 3rd game as a Brave tonight. This will be his 2nd start. As Hampton winds and fires his 0-1. Breaking ball, check swing. The home plate umpire in Demare says that Lewis went around. Count moves to no balls and 2 strikes.
Punch-outs were a struggle for him in Orleans. 3 of his 4 at-bats ended in strikeouts.
He's behind 0-2 here. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball just misses outside ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So looking to get his first hit in the Braves uniform here tonight. On the road once again. 1-2 is swung and a popped up shallow left field. Guy Garibay Jr. takes a couple steps in, but will readjust back towards the left field line to make the catch. 1 away. So now 4 in a row retired for Hampton after giving up the home run to Brito. That brings up Tomas Frick to the plate. For Hampton tonight, it's been that mix of the cut fastball and the slider that play really well off of each other. He's been living glove side towards that right-hander's batter's box to both lefties and righties, trying to get in on the hands of righties, of course. So here's Tomas Frick. The first pitch on the way is swung on and flown to the air. Shallow right field, going out Riggio. Coming in Miller Green. It's Rock Riggio, the second baseman, who makes the basket grab, trailing towards the right field line for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here for Hampton. As that flips over the lineup for a second time, it brings up Bryce Evelyn.
This game is going at warp speed right now. 1, 2, 3 innings, except for a walk by Chatham and a solo home run by the Braves.
Braves lead it 1-0 on that solo shot as they look to pick up win number 21 of the season and their 5th in a row. Here's Bryce Evelyn. First pitch is a breaking ball swung on and fouled straight back. Evelyn kind of between. Took a 3/4 sack on that one as the count moves to 0-1. Bryce struck out swinging on a cutter running away back in the first inning. That was the first of what's been 4 punch-outs now for the Southpaw out of West Virginia tonight for Chatham. Hampton winds and fires the 0-1. Swinging a bounding ball left side. Third baseman Nunez fields it on a couple of hops, takes it towards his chest, sets his feet, and throws to first base to retire Evelyn to retire the side. 6 in a row set down by Ben Hampton as he faces the minimum for the 2nd time tonight, this time here in the 3rd. Bottom of the 3rd inning coming up. Braves lead it 1-0, but before we head to break, let's send things down to the sidelines for the first time tonight with Ethan Frank. Ethan, what do you got for us?
Thanks, Max. I was catching up with Chris Brito after that Brito bomb that cleared the deck in left field, but I wanted to ask him less about the bomb, more about the reaction and specifically the bat flip, because we've seen a lot of good Brito bat flips this season, but that one may have taken the cake. He said his technique is to grab the barrel of the bat and then flick it like it's like you're shooting a basketball down under the ground. So it's a little flick of the wrist, boom, there goes the bat, there goes the ball, over the wall for a home run. And a Braves, I asked Evan Slide, Evan, does he do this at school too? Evan said, oh yeah, he does it at school too. So this is not the first time you've seen a Chris Brito bat flip, and it surely won't be the last.
So we know you want to take on Matt Shaw 1-1. Would you take on Chris Brito 1-1 in the game of basketball?
Oh, I would take him. I would take him 1-on-1.
Well, we're running out of time here. Just a couple of weeks left in the season, but that Ethan Frank, Chris Brito 1-on-1 matchup is going to be quite a special night whenever we get it.
Max, I hate to break it to you, that is never going to happen. There's no shot those two match up on the basketball court. I hate to burst your bubble, but I'm just keeping it real.
I would love to see it. Ethan's pretty confident. He has a pretty big grin on his face as he walks back towards the first base
He's going to grin like he stole something. He stole us talking about a basketball game that's never going to happen.
Should be a good one if it does. Well, either way, we're going to return to the baseball diamond here. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Braves up 1-0 on that Brito home run that we just alluded to. Anthony Arguelles is coming out for his 3rd frame. And after a first inning where he struggled mightily with his command of the strike zone, was able to get 3 quick outs in the 2nd inning. And the command looks a lot better.
Yeah, it really does. A really efficient, quick 1-2-3 second. Now is to go through 8-9-1 here in the order for Chatham in the 3rd.
Lyle Miller Green will lead things off the right fielder tonight as he digs in from the right-hander's batter's box. Arguelles from the first base side of the hill stares in for the sign, gets what he wants. Twists and tosses, his first pitch. It's a breaking ball on the outside corner, a strike, 0-1.
If I would have told you that Anthony Arguelles would throw his first 5 pitch for balls and get through 2 innings only throwing 18 pitches, that's remarkable.
Chatham has expanded the strike zone a couple of times this evening already. Here's his 0-1. Breaking ball, weak swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2, Miller Green not finding a solution to the riddle that is that slider for Anthony Arguelles. We mentioned a 33% whiff rate on the breaking ball so far this season, and he's got a ton of whiff on it tonight. He's had big time 0-2. He winds and fires. Here's his pitch. Up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tyler Miller Green, he's got some pop. A home run this season. 4 RBIs as well. Of course, the winner of the Home Run Derby a couple weekends ago in the All-Star break over in Wareham. Arguelles twists and turns his 1-2. Down in the dirt, blocked by the catcher, and Frick. Count evens up.
You're talking about the same home run derby that I caught a home run ball at?
You caught a home run in that one, that's right. How'd it feel?
Felt incredible, actually. I used the old hat to bleacher to hand technique. Rarely seen, but very effective.
So you caught it with your hat on the bleacher?
I hooked it with my hat.
2-2 on the way. Swinging a bounding ball to third. Peck plays in a long hop, sets his feet, and slings it over to first base to retire Tyler Miller Green for out number 1. That is now 7 in a row retired since the leadoff walk for Arguelles. 1 of 1 down here in the third.
All right, so we're in the top corner of the bleachers, so I can reach over to where the bleachers end.
Okay.
So it was going over the side of the railing. I had my hat. I hooked it in, back into the bleachers with my hat. It bounced in front of me, and I picked it up.
Okay, so you didn't catch it, but you got it.
You can say whatever you want. I will tell my grandkids I caught that home run ball.
Here's Anthony Nunez. First pitch is caught on a missed on a breaking ball. 0-1. Who hit it? Was it Trice?
It was Tommy Troy.
Tommy Troy, that's who it was. Okay.
My new favorite kettleer.
Nunez digs in for his first time tonight in the left-handed batter's box this evening. 0-1 is a breaking ball that misses up and away. Count evens up at 1-1. 1-0, Braves your scores. We sit here in the bottom of the third inning just cruising through this one. Despite the home run allowed to Brito, both pitchers have been very sharp this evening and very efficient against their opposing hitters. 1-1. Breaking ball clips the outside corner. Another strike. 1-2 the count. So for the first time tonight, we've seen an angler have more of a patient approach against Arguelles. What has that gotten him? A 1-2 count. Arguelles working quickly is 1-2. Swing and a foul tip in the glove of Tomas Frick for strike 3. Punch out number 2 on the night for Anthony Arguelles. 2 up, 2 down, 8 in a row retired as that sends up the top of the lineup in Guy Garibay Jr. Garibay Jr. walked all the way back in that first inning on 4 pitches. And we touched on it a little bit at the open. Arguelles was really good in his last outing against Wareham. 4 scoreless innings. Was able to strike out 7 batters in that span. As he kicks and fires his first pitch is a breaking ball that bends in over the heart of the plate for strike 1. 0-1. But the walks were what got him in trouble. One of the reasons why he couldn't get as deep into that ball game again, just 4 innings. That pitch count really climbed on him over his first couple of frames. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball bites the inside corner. Another strike. He's quickly ahead of Garibay at 0-2.
And not only has he gained control in this appearance, he's gained control of all of his pitches.
He takes a deep breath, shrugs his shoulders, now nods his head towards home plate. He tosses the 2-strike pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Ticked it up to 94 miles an hour on that heater to strike out his 3rd batter of the night. 9 in a row retired for Anthony Arguelles, and boy, oh boy, has he been in a groove, and he has a lead. Top of the 4th coming up. Braves up 1-0 here at Veterans Field.
Keep up to speed with the Braves when you're away from Doran Park by visiting our website at bornbraves.org, and be sure to follow us on Twitter and like us on Instagram and Facebook. You'll be kept up to date all year long with the Braves.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile is committed to serve those who serve, and that's why they go above and beyond for our active duty military and veterans. Visit your neighborhood T-Mobile store or T-Mobile.com to learn more.
A night at the ballpark is one of the best ways to spend a summer evening with the family. With free admission to Doran Park and every field on the Cape, you can bring along the entire crew to experience a free night of fun at the park. Catch the best collegiate summer baseball league with the whole family all summer long, with tickets starting and ending at $0. To find the full Braves schedule, head over to our website, bornbraves.org.
This is Ryan Fisher, right-handed pitcher, New Jersey Institute of Technology. Go Born Braves.
360
Top half of the fourth inning, Braves lead it 1-0 here on a gorgeous night at Veterans Field here in Chatham. Sun continues to set, the lights are shining bright here on the diamond as we have a packed house here at the Vet tonight as they look to see their anglers for what's just a handful of more times left here this summer. We're in game 41 of 44 here in the regular season in Chatham, more notably trying to squeak into the postseason here. Currently sitting in 5th place, last in the East, just 2 points behind Harwich for that 4th playoff spot. Here's Matt Shaw to lead things off. First pitch is swung on a miss on a fastball up and out of the zone at 87. 0-1 the count. Ben Hampton coming out for his 4th inning of work. He's retired 6 consecutive hitters. One hit, the home run to Brito, which gave the Braves their lead. 0-1. Down and in with the breaking ball. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Chatham now 7-2-1 in their last 10 games. In their last 11, outscoring opponents 58-35. Next pitch is up and away, ball 1. Make that ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Versus Bourne, just 0-3 this season, hitting a .173 against the Braves. Next pitch is a breaking ball that bends down and in, ball 3. 3-1. In the first 2 games on June 22nd and July 1st, decided by 1 run. Here's the 3-1 to Shaw. Swinging a pop-up foul straight back. Count runs full at 3-2. The latter 3rd win for the Braves was on July 14th. That's the 6-2 victory where Matt Horvath hit the walk-off grand slam. Of course, that not technically a 1-run game, but that game was tied, of course, in the 9th inning. 3-2. Swing and a pop-up foul again off to the first base side. Count stays full.
So 2 1-run wins and 1 swing wins.
Absolutely. A walk-off victory for those Braves. So all 3 games have been very close. Here's Hampton's 3-2. Swing to bounding ball right up the box. Second baseman in. Riggio slides, shovels to the shortstop in Brown, but his throw over to the first baseman to Matt Shaw, not in time. An infield single for the Braves shortstop. What an incredible effort by Riggio, who slid to stop this ball behind the second base bag, flipped it to the shortstop in Brown, who had a better angle to throw, and his throw over to first was not in time. But a really good effort nonetheless.
No chance to make that play once Riggio went into the slide. Had the good state of mind of thinking, hey, I don't have as good as an opportunity to make this play than my shortstop does. But with Shaw's speed, no chance for anyone in the Chatham infield to turn it out there.
So leadoff base runner here for the Braves as there's a quick move over to first base. Shaw will get back in safely with a head first slide. That brings up Matt Horvath to the plate. 4 homers and 11 RBIs in what's just game number 15 for the North Carolina infielder. The next pitch is over the heart of the plate for strike 1, 0-1. Mac, of course, spending most of his time here with the Braves in the outfield, where, of course, he's in center field tonight. Has struggled against lefties in a small sample size, just 2 hits and just north of 15 plate appearances against the southpaw. Picked up one last night, however, a 2-run single to left center. Another quick move over to first base. Shaw will get back in standing up. And that was a big, big knock for Horvath in what was a 4-run inning for the Braves. In fact, they only scored 4 runs in total in the game. So the 0-1 is on its way. Swinging a bounding ball to short. Brown plays in the long hop. Slings over to second for 1. Riggio's relay throw to first base is in time to retire Horvath for this 6-4-3 double play, as that eliminates the leadoff single for Matt Shaw. So 2 quick outs now as that brings up Chris Brito to the plate. You got to imagine Ben Hampton going to be a little bit extra conservative here with the big first baseman.
You would think when the Punisher of baseballs punished a couple of trees who did nothing wrong in left field with a long home run in his first at-bat.
Lefty on right, first pitch is a breaking ball taken down low. Brito got into the slot but held back. 1-0 the count. But back to what we were discussing. That 4-run inning for the Braves was monumental because they were shut out through the rest of the ball game. Luckily enough for Scott Landers, he tossed the ball. So the next pitch is swung on a tap foul straight back. Count evens up at 1-1. He tossed the ball to Seth Keener, who twirled together 5 scoreless innings.
Is that good?
Pretty good. Picked up the win, his second of the season, tied a season high for punch-outs with 6 as well. Here's the 1-1 to Brito. Swing and a miss. Climb the ladder with a fastball. Brito just a little bit behind as he falls behind at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Every time Chris Brito takes a swing, you think something's good going to happen, but after his first at-bat, now you really think he's going to get another one.
Here's Hampton's 1-2. Breaking ball taken down low, blocked by the catcher Hobson. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And I think the most impressive part about Brito's performance over the last couple weeks has been just his ability to consistently pick up base hits, average up to 282 today. So the next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Hampton ties up Brito and Knotts with a nasty breaking ball jetting towards the inside corner. Strikeout number 5 on the night for Ben Hampton as he faces the minimum here in the 4th. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up. Braves lead it 1-0 here at Veterans Field as you're listening to Born Braves Baseball live at the Braves Radio Network.
Not being able to make it to Doran Park is no excuse to miss the Braves in action. You can watch every Bravos home game live on the Born Braves television network. From stellar pitching performances, dazzling defensive plays, and big-time power displays, you can catch it all from the comfort of your home. It's your favorite Cape League team live on your screen. Just head to the Born Braves YouTube and join the fun.
You can catch the Born Braves all summer long at Doran Park. With more than 20 home games this season, Braves baseball is just a short drive away, whether you're on or off the Cape. With free admission to every Cape Cod League game, nights at Doran Park provide family fun for everyone. First pitch for all Braves home games is at 6, and you can check out the Bravos' full schedule over at our website, bornbraves.org.
Grab your hot dog and your lawn chair. This is Born Braves Baseball.
Bottom half of the 4th inning, 1-0 Braves your score as we play live here from Veterans Field. I'm Max Tanzerdorn alongside Calvin Cristoforo, and very much like last night, pitching the story so far. Anthony Arguelles, after a slow first inning, has now retired 9 batters in a row.
He's been sharp, throwing all of his pitches for strikes. 9 up, 9 down after that leadoff walk has really gotten to the rhythm he was in when he threw four scoreless innings in his last appearance.
So that sends up Marcus Brown to the plate. He's 0 for 1, popped down to the third baseman, and John Peck back in the first inning. Arguelles fires. Here's his first pitch. Swing and a miss. Another good breaking ball as Brown falls down to a knee. 0-1 the count. Brown expanded the strike zone just a little bit. Had a 2-0 count after 6 consecutive balls out of the right hand of Arguelles. And went after a breaking ball that may have just clipped the top of the zone, but nonetheless popped out. 0-1 is a broken bat, slooper, shallow right field. Bryce Evelyn takes a couple steps back. He makes the catch right near the lettering across his chest on his jersey for out number 1. So soft contact continues to be a theme here, induced by Anthony Arguelles. 10 in a row retired now to open up this 4th inning.
Good job by Eblin fielding that line drive, too. They say base runners should freeze on a line drive, but Eblin, a line drive hit right at him, froze, read the play, and had to back up a couple of feet to retire the batter in Brown.
So here's Rock Riggio to the plate. He's 0 for 1, popped out to Shaw at short back in his first plate appearance. Arguelles in a rhythm now, his first pitch. Swing and a miss. Another nasty breaking ball twirling towards the dirt. Riggio went after it for strike 1, 0-1. Riggio was 0 for 4 yesterday with 2 punch-outs. His 12-game hitting streak was snapped in that tie to Falmouth. Arguelles winds and tosses his 0-1. Swing and a tapper down the first baseline will trickle foul. 0-2. Riggio was 16 for 51 in that span with a couple of home runs a couple days ago against Falmouth as well. Those good for his only 2 long balls on the season, has driven in 18 to his name as well. He's behind big time here, 0-2. 1 down, nobody on. Braves lead at 1-0 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Arguelles kicks and fires his 0-2. Swinging a pop-up foul over our heads towards the parking lot as it trickles off a couple of trees and down to the ground behind us. Count stays at 0-2 strikes.
Different of about a couple degrees of launch angle, and that is playable for me.
We had a couple of close calls yesterday over at White House Field in Harwich. Arguelles stares in the frick for the sign, gets what he wants. Here's his 0-2 again. Down in the dirt. Count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. I gotta say, maybe it was the 5th inning yesterday where there was a pop-up maybe about 5-6 behind our setup, which was just across the first base side of the home plate batter circle.
Look, I regret it. I do. That's the direction you're going.
1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Arguelles pumps a fastball by Riggio for his 4th punch-out. And how about this? Now 11 batters in a row retired. 2 up, 2 down here in the 4th. Arguelles' stuff looking really good tonight as that sends up Cooper Engel. And Anthony finally starting to exploit the swing and miss struggles that has been portrayed by this Chatham offense over the entirety of the summer. First pitch on the way to Engel is a breaking ball upstairs for ball 1. We touched on it earlier, but 432 strikeouts for Chatham offensively, averaging 10.8 punch-outs per game. Arguelles twists and fires the 1-0. Swing and a miss, another three-quarters hack. Engel fooled big time. Count evens up at 1.
He got the slider going, he's got the curveball going, and now the velocity's starting to hum. 93-94 his past couple of heaters.
He's ready to go. Quickly set on the first base side of the rubber. His 1-1. Change up, runs down away. Really good spot. Buckled Engel a bit as the count moves to 2-1. Engel was the first strikeout victim for Arguelles. Got him swinging back in the first inning. Infield plays him straight up. Here's the 2-1. Just misses a bit up and away. Ball 3. 3-1. So since that leadoff walk to Garibay Jr. all the way back in the bottom of the first inning, Chatham has yet to pick up a base runner. Here's the 3-1. Fastball, a strike, perfect spot as it crosses the knees. Count runs full at 3-2. After a 1-1 tie yesterday, their offensive struggles have seemed to carry on to this evening's ball game. Arguelles mixes up his grip. He's now ready. His payoff pitch. Fastball up and away for ball 4. The second walk surrendered by Arguelles tonight. That breaks the string of 11 batters in a row retired as Engel reaches for the first time since Garibay reached back in the opening of the first inning. So here comes Caden Grice. He jumped on the first pitch he saw back in the second and lined out hard to the left fielder in Nadir Lewis. Grice now 4 for his last 21, but has swung it fairly well against the Braves this summer, 3 for 10. His last start offensively was on Wednesday against Falmouth, and he lit up the scorecard, 3 for 4 with a couple of doubles. He is a guy who has a lot of swing and miss in his game, likely the reason why he's been so aggressive. First pitch, swings and pops it up third base side and out of play. 0-1 the count. Grice has struck out 50 times, which gives him a strikeout rate of 36%. Despite that, still hitting .235. And that left-handed stroke has a lot of pop, and with that short porch down the right field line at 314 feet, he could get one out here in a hurry and give Chatham the lead. Engel takes his lead from first here with 2 down. 1-0 Braves your score here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 0-1. Swing to bounty ball, right side. Burrito to his backhanded side, picks it up, stumbles, recovers, takes it to the first base bag unassisted to retire the side. Another scoreless inning for Anthony Arguelles. He has just been tremendous this evening for the Braves. Top of the 5th coming up, cruising through this one here at Veterans Field. Braves lead it 1-0.
2021 was a historic season for the Bourne Braves. The Bravos captured the President's Trophy, given to the team with the best regular season record, and rode early success to the West Division title and a trip to the Cape Cod League Championship Series. Now in 2022, the Braves are back and look to replicate the success from a season ago without many of the faces that got them there. It's a whole new season of Bourne Braves baseball. Check out the full schedule on bournebraves.org and come join the party at Doran Park.
The Bourne Braves have enjoyed a long history of offering internships to college students who have worked in a myriad of capacities and performed any number of duties for the organization. Interns support everything from public relations, fundraising and concessions, to field maintenance, internet broadcasting, and baseball operations. The Braves will begin accepting applications for the 2023 season in September. Those interested should visit bournebraves.org.
This is Wyatt Hensler, infielder from Pennsylvania, and this is Bourne Baseball.
1-0, the Braves lead it in the top half of the 5th inning back at Veterans Field in Chatham with Max Tanzer. I'm Calvin Cristoforo. The Braves scoring their lone run on one swing, an absolute blast over the left field scoreboard off the bat of Chris Brito. That was to start off the 2nd inning. The score remains the same, 1-0, as the Braves hit here in the 5th. It'll be 5, 6, 7, Enos, Jones, and Peck up here in the 5th frame against Ben Hampton, who's been sharp, allowing that home run and just one other hit. The lefty's pitch. Enos squares the bunt, gets it down third base side. Going to be a tough play for Nunez. On the run, he throws, and on the run, he beats Enos by a step. What a pretty field and throw by Anthony Nunez. Helped out with a full split stretch by the first baseman in Bryce. That is a really tough 5-3 putout to start off this 5th inning.
And that was the beauty of a bunt dropped down by Enos this year, or tonight. And this year he's dropped down a plenty. It was hit a little bit hard, which is why Nunez had to play right there, but you got to give a ton of credit to Grice.
Hampton back to work. His first pitch to Jones, a fastball pumped in there at 87 miles an hour for strike 1. So a really good play by Chatham to keep the bases empty with 1 out now and a 1-0 Braves lead in the 5th. The 0-1 to Jones, misses down and away, 1-1.
And I know that we're not as close as usual, but you might have to be on pants watch after that stretch right there.
Oh no, the 1-1 to Jones. Took a wave and a miss at a breaking ball nowhere near the zone. That was a 58-foot breaker that just had Jones guessing. And he harmlessly took a hack, 1-2. You never want to be caught on the Braves broadcast with a rip in your pants. We're not making fun of you. We're just
we're
sympathizing
yeah.
with you on how much that hurts to try to slide with. The 1-2 to Jones. Up and in, 2-2.
And I got a feeling for Grice the way he made that one look. He's done that before, so he's prepared.
The 2-2. Swinging a ball popped up into foul territory behind third base. Nunez is over. He's got plenty of room. And makes the one-handed catch right at the brim of his camouflage cap for the second out of the inning. Two are quickly retired from the frame, both via the third baseman, Anthony Nunez. Bases are empty, 2 outs. Here in a 1-0 Braves lead. In the top of the 5th inning from Veterans Field in Chatham. Peck back up for his second time, the pitch. Breaking ball slammed, but caught. A jumping catch by the second baseman, Rock Rizzio, who pulls out his favorite summer treat and grabs a snow cone from the freezer to make the grab on the scorching line drive off the bat of John Peck. So how about the Chatham defense flashing the leather in the top of the 5th frame? They help Ben Hampton to a 1-2-3 inning as we're through 4.5 here at Veterans Field with the Braves in the lead, 1-0. Middle of the 5th here at Veterans, so you know what that means. Time to bring back in Ethan Frank, and it's time to go around the Cape.
Well, that may have been unlucky, Calvin, but the Braves might have luck on their side around the Cape tonight. Knock on wood. All right, Brewster and Harwich in an East Division battle. The Mariners trying to bounce back from a couple of losses to the Braves. They could not. Brewster clinches a playoff berth. 8-5 win over Harwich. They're in second in the East. Just 4 points behind YD for first place with 4 games to play. In the West, Cotuit is losing to Wareham. 6-2 in the top of the 7th inning. A Cotuit loss and a Braves win means Bourne passes Cotuit in the standings in the West Division. The other big game the Braves are monitoring is at McKeon Park in Hyannis, and the Harbor Hawks are losing to Orleans 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning. A Harbor Hawks loss and a Braves win means that Bourne ties Hyannis in the standings. Falmouth and YD also going at it. 3-2 Commodores at the bottom of the 6th inning. That game means absolutely nothing to the Braves.
Well, thanks so much, Ethan. Good things happening for the Braves around the Cape tonight, and good things happening here at Doran Park. 1-0 Bravos in the home half of the 5th inning. The Anglers yet to put a hit up on the scoreboard against Anthony Arguelles, who has been really sharp to begin this contest. Back to work he goes in the 5th inning. Jake DeLeo, the batter. The offering. First pitch slider, down and away, ball 1. No one happier to see the Braves come to town than the Chatham center fielder, Jake DeLeo. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, a really beautiful breaking ball, breaking down and away from the right-handed bat. The last time the Braves were in town, DeLeo deposited a 2-run home run off the scoreboard here at Veterans. The 1-1. In the dirt, blocked by Frick at home plate. And it trickles all the way to the Chatham dugout down the third baseline. 2-1 now in the Georgia Tech center fielder.
And this will be a big test for Anthony here, already about to pass his season high in innings pitched at 4.
His 2-1. Fastball down below the zone, but DeLeo went fishing at it. The count evens at 2-2 here on the standout for Chatham this summer. A .260 hitter, that's second on the team, 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. The 2-2. Slider that sits on the outer black and freezes DeLeo, strike 3. Oh boy, is Anthony Arguelles in a rhythm right now. Now 4 1/3, no hit innings. He picks up his 5th punch-out of the night, and 1 is gone with the bases empty. Here in a 1-0 Braves lead in the bottom half of the 5th inning.
I've said it with Anthony on the mound before, and I'll say it again. I got buckled up here back in the concourse behind home plate. That was a nasty breaker.
Here's Caden Hobson, the catcher, digging in from the left side. The first pitch. Backdoor slider for strike 1. So Arguelles goes slider running away to the righty and instantly drops a pitch on the back door for strike 1, looking to the lefty. His 0-1. Another off-speed pitch, tapped down to first. The first baseman Brito fields. Underhand flip to Arguelles covering to retire Hobson 3-1.
Now batting for Chatham.
Brito had to maneuver towards the second base bag, fielded it with 2 hands, made the underhand scoop. Good hop by the Braves pitcher to cover the first base bag, as now 2 are gone with the bases empty. In a 1-0 Braves lead in the bottom of the 5th inning.
And it's just a 3-headed monster of off-speed pitches for Arguelles. That curveball, changeup, and slider, and all 3 have been working so well tonight. Chatham just has no solutions for them.
It's up to Lyle Miller-Green to keep this 5th inning going. The pitch. Check swing number down to third. Shaw fields the shortstop. On the run, he sets his feet and makes the throw to Brito to toss out Lyle Miller-Green on just a single pitch. Another tough defensive play that Matt Shaw makes look really easy. Chatham, for the 3rd time tonight, is up and down in order. Another 1-2-3 frame for Anthony Arguelles in a hurry. We're through 5 here at Veterans Field. 1-0 Braves on the Born Braves Radio Network.
The Born Braves organization is looking for families willing to host 1 or 2 players for the Cape League season. It generally runs from the first week in June to early August, and the bond between many host families and their players extend beyond the summer and form lifelong friendships. If you are interested in learning more about this opportunity, visit bornbraves.org.
Braves fans living on the Cape far from Doran Park? Too far of a drive to make the trip west on any given night? Well, don't worry, because the Braves are coming to you. The Bravos' full slate of games includes trips to all East destinations, including Orleans, Chatham, Brewster, Harwich, and Yarmouth, as well as West Division road trips to Cotuit, Hyannis, down south to Falmouth, and off Cape to Wareham. So wherever you are located on Cape Cod, the Braves will be in your area and are a can't-miss family fun activity. To see the Bravos' full schedule, head over to our website, bornbraves.org, and come join the fun.
Let's take you back out to the ball game. It's time for more Born Braves baseball.
$10.
1-0, the Braves lead it in the top half of the 6th inning back at Veterans Field in Chatham. The Braves scoring a run in the second on the solo blast off the bat of Chris Brito. But that's all that Ben Hampton has allowed, the Chatham starter, now out there for his 6th inning of work. He'll face 8-9-1 Lewis frickin' Eblin here in the 6th inning. From the wind, his pitch. Breaking ball to the lefty, and Lewis takes a big whiff and miss at. Tailed away towards the Anglers' third base dugout for strike 1. The 0-1. Same exact pitch, another slider dancing away from the left-handed bat. Lewis nowhere near that pitch. It quickly goes to 0-2. Hampton working with pace, the pitch. Tries to go 3 straight sliders, but this one Lewis laid off of. And misses outside, now 1-2 on the Princeton left fielder. Out of the wind, the pitch. Another slider, and Lewis is nowhere near another one for strike 3. The catcher in Hobson fields on his chest, comes to his feet and throws out Lewis going down to first. But what a sequence of devastating sliders to Nadir Lewis. And the Braves left fielder didn't come close to any of them. He's gone on 4 pitches and 1 is retired here to begin the 6th. So nobody on, 1 out for the Braves catcher Tomas Frick. The pitch. Big looping curveball that time that drops at the knees at 74 miles an hour for strike 1. Hampson kicks his tosses, the 0-1. Curveball in the dirt. This one Frick lays off of 1-1. Another beautiful night for baseball. The sun is set behind the trees out in left field. 79 degrees in front of a packed house here at Veterans. The 1-1. Breaking ball down and in, 2-1. Always a really good crowd here in Chatham, especially on the weekends. The concourse pretty much filled to capacity. A lot of fans out in the outfield as well. The 2-1. Nubbed foul off of Frick in the batter's box. 2-2 now on the Braves catcher. The Braves have been greeted with great weather all summer long. Just 1 rainout in 41 contests for the Braves this year. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Another excellent slider down in the dirt. And boy, has Hampton got that pitch working here to begin the 6th. Hobson has to make the easy toss over to first again, but 2 are gone, both by the way of the K, on 2 just as dirty sliders here to begin the 6th inning. So the bases are empty, 2 gone. 1-0 the Braves lead in the top of the 6th inning. Back to the top of the order, here's Bryce Eblin. The pitch. This slider didn't drop before it got to the chest of Eblin. It's upstairs, ball 1. Bryce on the night, a strikeout swing and a ground ball to short. The 1-0. Swinging a line drive, but right at the third baseman Nunez, who with a charity hop makes the short catch over at third base to retire the side in hurry here in the 6th. Another quick frame by Ben Hampton. He continues to go toe-to-toe with the Braves starter Anthony Arguelles, who trots back out on the mound for his 6th inning of work. We come back. 1-0 the Braves lead here at Veterans Field on the Born Braves Radio Network.
For more than 25 years.
Feeling lucky? Head over to the 50-50 table at Doran Park and play everyone's favorite ballpark game of chance. A different list of prizes are available every home game, and of course, half the pot is always up for grabs. Take it from me, my family played the 50-50 last season and won a gift certificate to a local ice cream shop, and I can tell you firsthand, it was delicious. Check out the list of prizes over at the 50-50 table next to the concession stand and play the 50-50 leg, because I'm sure there's a prize for you.
For the first time since 2019, the Cape Cod League All-Star Game is back. On Saturday, July 23rd at 6:45, the best players on King will come together in Wareham and duke it out in an East Division versus West Division clash. In 2021, the Braves had a league-leading 9 All-Stars, but they weren't able to shine in the mid-season showcase. But now the game is back, and it will include your favorite Braves stars, as well as the best talent from around the Cape.
The 2021 West Division champs are defending their title. Now back to Born Braves baseball.
We are locked into another tight matchup between the Braves and Chatham Anglers. Tonight, the recipe, pitching 1-0, the Braves lead it in the bottom of the 6th inning. Anthony Arguelles, the Braves starter, has tossed 5 hitless frames up to this point tonight. His counterpart, Ben Hampton, has made 1 mistake. That was the solo blast off the bat of Chris Brito. That gave the Braves the lead in the 2nd, and they've held it ever since. 1-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. In the 4th and final matchup between the Braves and Anglers this summer. The Braves taking the first 3 contests, 2 by a single run, and 1 on a single swing, a Mac Horvath walk-off grand slam, when the 2 teams met at Doran Park earlier this month. Arguelles looking to continue this nearly perfect evening. He'll face 9-1-2 here in the Chatham order. In the 6th, it'll be Nunez, Garibay, and Brown duo. Here's Anthony Nunez, the switch-hitting third baseman. He struck out swinging back in the 3rd. Arguelles kicks and delivers his first pitch. Swung on and missed. A slider bending down and into the left-handed bat. 0-1. Cotton candy sky starting to develop here on a great night for baseball. The 0-1. Similar pitch, and this one Nunez takes a wave and a miss at. Way out on his front foot on a slider coming in at his knees. 0-2. 79 degrees as we play into the 8 o'clock hour here on a cloudless night for baseball at Veterans Field. The 0-2. Fastball at 92 miles an hour that just missed the outer black. Now 1-2 to the Tampa third baseman. Arguelles continuing to be in a rhythm with tempo, his 1-2. Slider down in the dirt, good block by Frick behind home plate. And an even better job of Nunez not swinging at that pitch, as he's worked an 0-2 count back even at 2-2. The 2-2. Up and away, 3-2. So a pretty good fight brewing as Nunez looks to avoid being Arguelles' sixth punch-out victim of the night. The righty kicks and fires. Below the zone, he lost him, ball 4. So after climbing ahead of the Chatham nine-hitter, 0-2, he throws 4 straight balls, and for the second time tonight, the Anglers had their leadoff man to begin an inning. 1 on, nobody away, here in a 1-0 Braves lead in the bottom of the 6th frame. Back to the top of the Chatham order, here is Guy Garibay, who has 1 of 3 Anglers walks on the night. The pitch. Fastball that gets the inside corner, 0-1. Garibay dropped over 200 earlier in this season, but has since hit 321, has got his average up over the 230 mark in game 41. The 0-1. Curveball hit off the hands right at the shortstop shot. He fields, tags second himself, and throws over to first for the 6-3 double play. Just when you think you got something cooking, Anthony Arguelles and Matt Shaw take it off the scoreboard. Another stellar defensive play as Shaw fielded it in the hole behind second base, tagged the bag, and threw across his body to retire Garibay and get a 6-3 twin killing to quickly put 2 outs on the scoreboard here in the 6th inning. Bags are now empty for the shortstop Marcus Brown, who's in for his 3rd time tonight. The offering. Swinging a tapper foul off the end of the bat, 0-1. 1-0, the Braves lead it on a Chris Brito solo home run in the 2nd. Anglers still looking for their first hit of the contest as they bat in the bottom of the 6th frame. Arguelles has been cooking his 0-1. Fastball that just misses the outside corner at 92 miles an hour. 1-1. Arguelles bends in, gets a sign he likes. Now starts his delivery. The pitch. Breaking ball upstairs. 2-1. Marcus Brown earlier this season, another guy who was struggling under the 190 mark. But Tom Holliday, the Chatham manager, ended all questions about his shortstop and said, "That is my guy. I am going to stick with them for the remainder of this season." And that's paid off. Brown now around the 250 mark here late in the campaign. Guy who's 3 for 12 against the Braves this season. And this is something you don't see very often. The Braves pitcher, Anthony Arguelles, needs glasses from the dugout. Having trouble seeing as the crowd here at Veterans Field is filled up under a twilight sky. It's that time of night that's tough to see. The Braves still going with their regular day signs. Arguelles puts on the specs and now delivers his 2-1. Perfect fastball at the bottom outer part of the zone. 2-2. He's been stellar with his glasses off, looking to finish off the 6th, glasses on, and work through another 1-2-3 frame. His 2-2. Swing and a miss. He blew a fastball by him. Strike 3. Anthony Arguelles is through 6 no-hit innings here at Veterans Field. He picks up his 6th punch-out on the night to put an exclamation point on the 6th frame. Boy, has he been special, and his team leads it 1-0 as we're through 6 here at Veterans Field on the Bourne Braves Radio Network.
Can first pitch not come soon enough? Well, don't worry. Before the Bravos has you covered. Starting 15 minutes before first pitch at home or on the road, Before the Bravos has the pregame insight and analysis you need to get game ready. From exclusive interviews, a first look at the opposition, lineup breakdowns, and so much more, Before the Bravos is the best place to start your evening of baseball. Before the Bravos, 15 minutes before first pitch, every game day, live on the Bourne Braves YouTube stream.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile believes that when small towns thrive, America thrives. That's why they are investing billions to bring fast, reliable, and affordable wireless service beyond the big cities to small towns across America. There's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit T-Mobile.com/acrossamerica to find out more.
This is Seth Keener from Wake Forest, right-handed pitcher, and this is Bourne Braves Baseball.
One to nothing, the Braves lead it as we're quickly into the top half of the 7th inning. Just an hour and 15 minutes into this ballgame, and we are locked into a pitcher's duel. Anthony Arguelles from the Braves have tossed 6 no-hit innings, but his counterpart, Ben Hampton, has only allowed a solo home run and one other base hit. And the West Virginia lefty's back out there for his 7th inning of work on the mound.
And for the last 15 innings for Chatham pitching, they've allowed a combined 2 runs, just one of them earned. Their offense, though, in that span, just one, a shutout tonight. So they're looking to get things going.
The batter is Matt Shaw, who fouls off a first pitch fastball for strike 1. It's not going to be easy if Hampton wants to get through 7 tonight. He'll have to go through the heart of the Braves order. Shaw, who's got one of the 2 Braves hits, then Horvath and Brito, the 0-1. Two-seam fastball that just tailed over the heart of the plate after it crossed home plate. As it's a ball, 1-1. Hampton out of the wind, his pitch. A looping curveball just laughing past Shaw as it crosses home plate. That one came in at 76 miles an hour for strike 2. Hampton working with some serious tempo. Right back to the wind, his 1-2. Smacked off the end of the bat over the head of the third baseman Nunez and into left field, a base hit. Garibay scoops it up on the roll. Matt Shaw didn't get all of that one. In fact, didn't get much of it, but it found a home in short left field as the Bravos have their leadoff man on for the 2nd time tonight.
So the 2nd time Matt Shaw in his many plate appearances has led off the inning with a single, was eliminated on the 6-4-3 double play ball off the bat of Horvath in the 4th. Braves looking to get something going. Would love to give Arguelles and the rest of this Bravos pitching staff some breathing room here.
Here is Horvath. Hampton will take a check over at Shaw. 1-0, the Braves lead it. Leadoff runner on, nobody out in the top of the 7th inning. The Braves looking to sweep the 4-game season series with the Anglers this year. The pitch, hit high and deep to left center field. DeLeo ranges over, and in the alley, he makes the one-handed catch, shoulder height for the first out of the inning. Off the bat, it seemed like that had a lot more carry on it than it really did. Wind is gentle, but blowing in here at Veterans Field. And it hung up for Jake DeLeo, who plays a really good defensive center field, to make that catch in the alley for the first out of the 7th.
And that's been the story of Hampton's night so far. Every time he's given up a base hit or the home run, he's bounced back immediately with some soft contact.
Another look over at Shaw. A guy who has not given any soft contact tonight is Chris Brito, the batter, who punished a baseball over the Veterans Field scoreboard in left field to bring home the Braves' only run of this game. Shaw is going, throw over to first, they got him picked off. Grice catches and throws over to Brown, the shortstop. And for the 2nd time this season here at Veterans Field, Matt Shaw is picked off the bases. Just a simple pickoff move, the lefty lifted his leg. Shaw running on first movement was caught between first and second and thrown out as the bases are wiped clean with 2 outs. The pitch to Brito, in at the knees, strike 1.
And that's the second time in as many evenings in which Shaw's been caught stealing as well. He was going on that pickoff attempt right there. He's on 19 for 22 in stolen base attempts.
The 0-1 to Brito, a breaking ball that he came up empty on. 0-2. So the Braves thought they might have had something going in the 7th, but quickly Ben Hampton 1 pitch away from 7 1-run innings. The 0-2. Up and in, 1-2. Whatever Ben Hampton did to the mound at noon today when he fixed it for himself, it has worked. The 1-2. Bounced up towards home plate, an off-speed pitch at 81 miles an hour. 2-2.
And he's done a good job of getting Brito to fall behind on that fastball after showing him so many breaking balls down out of the zone. Brito was able to spin on a fastball up previously in this plate appearance. We'll see if Hampton comes back with it here.
The 2-2. Fastball that catches the inside corner. Caught him looking, strike 3. As much as Anthony Arguelles has been special tonight, you gotta give Ben Hampton his due respect. He is through 7 innings, allowing just 3 hits and 1 run. And in 1 hour and 20 minutes, it is stretch time here at Veterans Field. So let's stretch it down to the sidelines and say hello to Ethan Frank.
Thanks, Calvin. The Braves dugout is not a little stitious. They're not a medium level of stitious. They are very superstitious when it comes to no hitters. And I'm sure you guys have mentioned it plenty. The broadcaster Chinks doesn't apply, okay? It does not apply. But if you even go even close to saying anything in the dugout, you will get banished from there. So that is why, after learning earlier this season when Cade Boxsucker was on the mound in Hyannis, I have learned my lesson and I have shut my mouth in the dugout about what is potentially going on with Anthony Arguelles tonight. It is a really special outing going on right now, and teammates are just acting as usual, letting him do his business. He's sitting down in the back of the dugout, collecting his thoughts, staying calm, and just doing his thing as he gets ready to go back on the mound.
Well, Ethan, thanks so much. I'm not going to say those words then. I will say this. Anthony Arguelles is through 6 no-hit innings tonight. He has been electric, but he's only holding on to a slim 1-0 lead as his counterpart, Ben Hampton, has been just as good, only making 1 mistake. That moonshot home run off the bat of Chris Brito in the 2nd.
Now Arguelles is going to have to face the teeth of this lineup, 3, 4, and 5, Rizzo, Engel, and Bryce. Those 3 guys have struggled to even put the ball in play against him this evening here, but 3rd time through, remember, Arguelles now going for a season high in 7 innings of work. His previous was 4.
Well, let's go Anglers chat starting to come up here in the 7th frame. The pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. Ball 1 here on Riggio. Really good crowd on hand, but the Angler faithful has had to sit on its hands all night. Looking for something off Anthony Arguelles here in the home half of the 7th inning. Out of the line, the righty deals. Swinging a pop foul over our heads, 1-1 here on Riggio. Riggio was issued a 1-game suspension the last time the Anglers came to Doran Park. That was for arguing after the game had ended. The 1-1. Blew it past him, a fastball at 91 miles an hour for strike 2. Riggio didn't play the next game after that controversial balk call was called that helped the Braves score 6 runs in 9th. The 1-2, down and away. 2-2 on the left-handed swinging Oklahoma middle infielder. Arguelles hunting his 7th punch-out of the night. Long look into Frick. Gets a sign he likes. The 2-2. Spoiled away. Riggio just got a piece of that curveball as he'll hang in and see another 2-2 pitch.
That was a really good breaking ball once again. Perfectly placed by Arguelles right there, just at about the shin level, a couple inches below the knees. Riggio well out in front, just a cue-shot foul at the very end of his bat.
The crowd continues to be boisterous here in a 1-run game in the 7th. The 2-2. Swinging a ball, pop foul, out of play down the left field line. They'll do the 2-2 for a third time.
A good battle here for Riggio. This is the start that the Chatham Anglers need in this inning here. Picking up a base runner or not, trying to put some pressure on Arguelles, who has been just rolling so far tonight.
1-0, the Braves lead it on a second inning solo home run off the bat of Chris Brito. Arguelles hasn't allowed a hit through 6 innings tonight. His 2-2. Swinging a ball crushed out to right field, and this is launched. Riggio watches it fly, and on one swing of the bat, this game is tied. Well, there goes the shutout. There goes the no-hitter on one singular pitch. And as much as Chris Brito got his home run, Riggio watched that one deep into the night sky, and this game is tied at a run apiece, just like that in the 7th inning.
Quite a way to extend your hitting streak to 13 games right there. Riggio's 3rd home run of the season, his 3rd of the week as well, so he's been swinging it really well. Took a fastball with 2 strikes at the top of the zone, and he turned on it, a blast out towards the berm in right field. But Arguelles has to move past it now, lock things in, a 1-1 game. Remember, the Braves really need this ball game tonight.
Here's Cooper Engel looking to follow up the Riggio home run. A baseball from the Braves bullpen down the right field line is snuck onto the field of play. They'll field it, throw it back down there, as suddenly this game is tied 1-1. The pitch. Backdoor slider that catches the outside part of the zone, 0-1. 1-1, bases empty, a run home, nobody out here in the 7th inning. The 0-1. Another backdoor slider, and this one just gets the outer half. Quickly it goes to 0-2, and Arguelles seems unfazed by that solo home run. His 0-2. Swinging a pop foul out of play over the Chatham dugout third base side. The count will remain 0-2 on Chatham's leading hitter in Cooper Engel.
Back-to-back plate appearances where Arguelles has been able to get ahead, but Chatham hitters have been able to spoil a couple of really tough pitches foul.
The 0-2. Up and out of the zone. Really good back control by Cooper Engel, who didn't take a swing at that pitch. Frick hops out of his crouch, snatches it from going to the backstop as the count goes to 1-2. The offering. Swinging a ball, spoiled foul down the first baseline. The count will stay at 1-2.
And they are just piecing together really quality at-bats now. I think they're seeing the ball better out of Arguelles' hand, because those are pitches just even an inning ago that they're cutting through right there. That was a breaking ball down at the ankles, and Engel went golfing just to foul it away.
They've tied this game and now look to take the lead here in the 7th. Bases empty, nobody out. The 1-2 to Engel. Upstairs, 2-2. The Braves and Anglers both fighting for playoff positioning tonight. With the win, Chatham is in the playoff picture for the first time this season in Game 41 of the year. Arguelles looking to prevent that from happening. Out of the wind, his 2-2. Swinging another one, spoiled foul, popped over the press box on the left side of home plate. This is quite the fight between Anthony Arguelles and Cooper Engel. The count remains at 2-2.
This is a good battle right here, but you got to get Engel. You have Bryce on deck, who has a ton of pop, followed by DeLeo, both All-Stars this year.
Arguelles looking to win the battle and pick out his 7th punch-out of the night. The 2-2. Fouled away again, and this marathon of an at-bat continues.
Very reminiscent of Riggio's at-bat, where he had a 2-2 count, fouled off a couple of really tough pitches, and then blasted a fastball at the top of the zone for that game-tying home run. We'll see if Arguelles wants to come back with that heater here.
Let's see what he comes with. And what seems like the 11th 2-2 pitch of this at-bat. Here it is. Swinging a ball, hit deep out to center field. Horvath racing after it, but it'll hang up for him. In front of the warning track, he makes the one-handed catch, as it's a loud out, but an out nonetheless. Here the first of the 7th.
Scottlanders quickly out of the first base dugout. Some loud contact now after some really lengthy at-bats against Arguelles, as his night is now done.
Anthony Arguelles had quite the performance coming into this inning. 6 no-hit frames, was leading this game 1-0. And now it's a real shame he will not be in line for a decision tonight. He leaves in a 1-1 tie after allowing the solo Rock-Riggio home run. But he leaves to a really good ovation from the visiting crowd here in Chatham. 1-1 your score. We got a brand new ball game with one gone in the home half of the 7th inning. Pitching change here at Veterans. Tie game on the Bourne Braves Radio Network.
The Bourne Braves will be holding youth clinics this summer. They're for boys and girls ages 5 to 12, plus we'll offer 1 week of clinics for ages 12 to 15. For more information, visit the 50/50 table near the concession stand or visit our website at bournebraves.org.
Win or lose, there's always a Brave that sticks out on the field. Head over to our YouTube channel by searching the Bourne Braves or head to @BourneBraves on Twitter and catch the post-game interview every night with a player of the game on game night with me, Ethan Frank. And as always, you have a say on who gets to chat with me. Tweet at us @BourneBraves and use the hashtag Player of the Game to submit your pick for the POG.
The stars of the Bourne Braves can't perform well with an empty stomach, and neither can the best fans in the Cape Cod League. Hungry at Doran Park? Visit our concession stand down the third baseline, serving your favorite ballpark classics, including hot dogs, hamburgers, popcorn, cold drinks, and more. The concession stand at Doran Park is the place to go, because the only thing better than watching the Braves live is watching the Braves live with a hot dog in your hand.
This is Wyatt Hensler, infielder from Pennsylvania, and this is Bourne Baseball.
And just like that, the slate is wiped clean here with one out and the base is empty in the 7th inning. 1-1 between the Braves and the Anglers on the Rock-Riggio solo blast onto the berm in right field. That ended the night for Anthony Arguelles, who threw 6 no-hit innings to begin this contest. Goes 6 1/3, allowing just a single hit, a home run. And he gives way to Bryce Cunningham, the Vanderbilt right-hander, who at points this season has been the Braves' ace.
Absolutely, and he's going to get a chance to go out of relief here for the first time this summer. Very similar to Keener, who we saw yesterday, who has starting experience this summer.
He'll face Caden Grice, the power-hitting lefty bat, here to begin his evening. Out of the wind, he kicks and fires. Swinging a foul back over our head as we're right next to the press box, right to the left of home plate, behind the lower bowl of bleachers and in the concourse here at Veterans.
And this has to feel like a different outing here for Cunningham. He's struggled in his last couple of starts here, but now he enters a ball game in relief in a tie game, trying to keep this the same score, of course, but facing the middle of this lineup as well.
His 0-1. Fastball below the zone at 93 miles an hour for ball 1. Grice is quite the exciting player. At the plate, 4 home runs in the season, a .235 batting clip. The 1-1. Swinging a ball, nubbed off the end of the bat to short. Matt Shaw on the run. Fields on the run. He throws, and on the run, he beats Grice by a step for the second out here in the 7th.
That was a really tough play right there. Grice, a left-handed hitter, also has really good speed, and Sean knew he had to hurry. Picked it up on the run, and that might be his best play. We've seen him sprawl to his right, to his left, go back and towards the outfield to make a couple of big plays, but charging that ball aggressively right there, and his ability to transfer and throw on the run in one motion is just spectacular, and it's been on full display this entire summer.
He keeps runners off the bases now with 2 outs and a 1-1 tie in the home half of the 7th. The pitch to DeLeo. Fastball below the zone for ball 1. DeLeo's been quiet. Bounced to third and punched out looking. Cunningham's 1 out. Fastball, this one catches the zone for strike 1. But against the Braves this season, Jake DeLeo's been nothing but quiet. 3 extra base hits, 1 in every matchup. 3 RBIs and 3 runs scored. The 1-1. Fastball in the outer black. 1-2. This is very similar to the at-bat DeLeo saw in the 5th. Arguelles climbed ahead with the fastball and put him away with a slider. Let's see what Cunningham comes with on his 1-2. It comes with the fastball and freezes DeLeo again. A dot on the outer black ends the 7th with a bang. One run on one hit, nobody left for Chatham as they explode off the bat of Rock Reggio and tie this game on just a single swing. Don't go anywhere. Spoiler alert, the Braves and Anglers in a tight one once again. 1-1 tie as we make the move for the 8th here on the Bourne Braves Radio Network.
Keep up to speed with the Braves when you're away from Doran Park by visiting our website at bournebraves.org, and be sure to follow us on Twitter and like us on Instagram and Facebook. You'll be kept up to date all year long with the Braves.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile is committed to serve those who serve, and that's why they go above and beyond for our active duty military and veterans. Visit your neighborhood T-Mobile store or T-Mobile.com to learn more.
A night at the ballpark is one of the best ways to spend a summer evening with the family. With free admission to Doran Park and every field on the Cape, you can bring along the entire crew to experience a free night of fun at the park. Catch the best collegiate summer baseball league with the whole family all summer long, with tickets starting and ending at $0. To find the full Braves schedule, head over to our website, bournebraves.org.
Time to go back to the park. This is Bourne Braves Baseball.
Welcome back to Veterans Field. Max Standard doing alongside Calvin Cristoforo, and what a ball game we have developing tonight. 8th inning, 1-1 tie. It was Anthony Arguelles who had tossed together 6 no-hit innings, came out for the 7th and allowed a solo shot to Rock Reggio to tie the game at 1. Meanwhile, the attention now turns to Ben Hampton, who comes out for his 8th inning of work. And for a guy who made the All-Star team this year, showing us why, as he looks to get through 8 innings of 1 run. First pitch to Ryan Enos is a check swing and a foul off to the right side and out of play. 0-1 the count. Enos 0 for 2 tonight, a couple of groundouts here, and the Braves now looking to take their lead back after the Reggio solo shot. Here's the 0-1. Misses upstairs, goes to the backstop for ball 1. Count evens up.
Really good night for the Braves to take advantage. Wareham beat Katuitt. Orleans up 3-0 on Hyannis. A Braves win tonight puts them in a tie for first place, and they own the tiebreaker against the Harbor Hawks.
1-1 is swung on and smoked. Deep out to left field, scraping the moon. Garame back in front of the wall. He makes the catch for out number 1. That one was shot high into the air, but Garame able to make the catch in front of the wall.
That, my friend, is what you would call a Orleans moonshot. That one's over the bullpen at Eldridge. 340 out there and left here at Veterans, and Garibay just enough room to run it down off the bat. I thought it definitely was getting out of here.
Here's the first pitch to Carson Jones, a breaking ball in the outside corner, 0-1. And there was no question it had the height, but did not have the length, which gave Garibay Jr. enough time to run it down. So still tied at 1 here in the top of the 8th inning. Here's the 0-1 to Jones. Breaking ball, this one's flown out in the air, deep left center again. DeLeo on his horse racing back. He'll make way to Garibay, who makes the catch, backpedaling onto the track in left center for out number 2. So a couple of loud flyouts off of Hampton, but he's quickly gotten 2 outs here in the 8th inning.
And you can circle a couple things in this game, but in a contest where runs have been a premium, Matt Shaw has been so good, it's hard to criticize, but you can't get picked off.
Absolutely.
With nobody out in the inning.
He was trying to run first movement and steal second to get something going for the Braves, but Hampton was making a move over to first. Here's John Peck with 2 down. First pitch is slashed foul on a line down the right field side and out of play. 0-1 the count. Hampton entered this inning with just north of 75 pitches. Got to wonder if Tom Holliday would send him out for the 9th if he could get through another 1-2-3 frame. 0-1 is hit hard on the ground, third base side, fielded on a tricky hop by Nunez. He picks it up with 2 hands and throws a dart over across the diamond to retire the Peck, to retire the side as well. Ben Hampton, my goodness, have a night, young man. 8 innings, allowing just 1 run as he has kept the A's in this ballgame tonight. Bottom of the 8th coming up, tied at 1 here at Veterans Field. It'll be 7-8-9 for the Anglers to start things off when we return.
Not being able to make it to Doran Park is no excuse to miss the Braves in action. You can watch every Bravos home game live on the Bourne Braves television network. From stellar pitching performances, dazzling defensive plays, and big-time power displays, you can catch it all from the comfort of your home. It's your favorite Cape League team live on your screen. Just head to the Bourne Braves YouTube and join the fun.
You can catch the Bourne Braves all summer long at Doran Park. With more than 20 home games this season, Braves baseball is just a short drive away, whether you're on or off the Cape. With free admission to every Cape Cod League game, nights at Doran Park provide family fun for everyone. First pitch for all Braves home games is at 6, and you can check out the Bravos' full schedule over at our website, bournebraves.org.
Now back to Bourne Braves baseball.
Big tied at 1 here at Veterans Field. A pitcher still tonight. Ben Hampton, through 8 innings for the Anglers, has allowed just 1 run. Meanwhile, on the Braves side of things, Anthony Arguelles, 1 run through 7. Bryce Cunningham was able to get him out of trouble, tossing 2/3 of an inning in the 7th as he heads out for the 8th for his first full inning of work tonight. He'll get 7, 8, and 9 here in the Anglers lineup as he looks to keep this a tie ball game and keep the Braves in this one entering the top of the 9th. Again, if the Anglers can push across a run here, the Braves would be down to their final 3 outs in just half an inning. So here comes Caden Hobson, the catcher, to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Popped out to short and grounded out to first. Back in the 5th inning here. Braves looking to gain ground both on the Kettleers and the Harbor Hawks tonight, but will need a win to take full advantage. Of course, with a tie, could gain about half a game as well. Here's the first pitch from Cunningham on the way. Fastball runs outside for ball 1. 1-0 count here on Hobson. Katuitt lost to Wareham 6-2, so those Gatemen continue to play spoiler here. Have heated up here at the very last couple of weeks, or I should say couple of days. The 1-0 pitch is cut on a miss to fastball in the outside corner. Count evens up at 1-1. Meanwhile, Orleans over Hyannis 3-0 in the bottom of the 8th inning. As we speak. Count even at 1 here for Cunningham. He sets from the first base side. Twists and fires the 1-1 to Hobson. Outside ball 2, 2-1.
All right, Max, time to play everyone's favorite game.
Oh, no.
I flipped over the card too late. I got 2 F7s to begin this Anglers bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, the Braves would take that. Here's the 2-1. Fastball in the outside corner, strike 2, 2-2. So Cunningham's pitching Hobson to push one in that direction at the very least right there.
If we get 1, I'm going to be fired up.
I'll be fired up for you.
I'm a singular pitch away. To parlay him is tough, but you get the first one. The dominoes kind of start to fall in your favor.
Cunningham fires the 2-2. Down and in ball 3, 3-2. And I can see you jolting right there. You're ready to go.
92 miles an hour, outer black. Just need you to be a little late on it.
You have the Apple Watch on. What's your heart rate at right now?
Too high.
Too high. Okay, good to know. Cunningham from the first base side stares in for the sign. Tied at 1 here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
You can get your heart rate on this thing?
3-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So not a fly out to left, but a strikeout for Cunningham, his second of the night. That opens up this 8th inning, a perfectly placed heater on the outside corner.
Tough start. I guess a good start for the Braves. Tough start for me. But I'm not erasing the F7 in Lyle Miller Green's category.
He's a right-handed hitter, so.
And he's launch angle galore. This guy hits home runs like nobody's business, and when he's not hitting them, he's just missing them.
He has grounded out twice tonight. Cunningham would love to keep it on the ground here. First pitch. Breaking ball. Jumps across the outside corner, a strike. 0-1 the count. So if Hyannis does lose to Orleans, with a win tonight, the Braves would tie them with 48 points atop of the Western Division and would lead the Cape Cod League in points in general. YD leading the East with 45. So Bourne would be in first place with this record having been in the East. Of course, would be a completely different schedule. Cunningham from the first base side settles again. Here's his 0-1 pitch. Swinging a hard ground ball down the third baseline and foul. Count moves to 0-2. Meanwhile, for Chatham, they are 2 points behind Harwich at 13-19-8. The Mariners 15-19-6. Technically, Chatham tied with both Orleans, or I should say Harwich and Orleans are tied. So Chatham could jump on both of those teams here. As we speak, Orleans, of course, winning against Hyannis. And Harwich has already lost to Brewster 8-5, so they could tie them with a win tonight.
And I don't know the three-way tie pretzel, but I do know Chatham owns the tiebreaker over Harwich.
So it's getting tight here down to the finish line. Game 41 of 44 this season. Cunningham from the wind. Here's his 0-2. Fastball upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. The 1 run for these Anglers came just an inning ago on Rock Riggio's 3rd home run of the season and the week. A no doubt about her over the wall onto the berm in right field. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. A sweeping wipeout slider gets Miller Green to chase. 3 punch-outs in a row for Cunningham. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Cunningham's been so good this season in the starting role, so it makes you forget what this guy does out of the bullpen. He is just throwing darts. And in his starts, when he's run into some trouble, it's been later in the outing. Having him fresh in the 7th, only needing to get 8 outs, is really peak usage for this guy who is dominating right now.
Here's Anthony Nunez now here with 2 down and nobody on. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Did walk against Arguelles back in the 6th. First pitch. Swinging a high fly ball deep left field. Sprinting back is Lewis in front of the wall. He's there. He makes the catch. That will retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning, and after 2 strikeouts to open up the frame, Cunningham finally gets that fly out to left. So a little bit backwards, but we'll give you the points there, Calvin. Nonetheless, we're tied at 1 as we enter the top of the 9th inning. The last chance for the Braves to take the lead tonight. Again, this game will not go to extra innings. Nadir Lewis, who just caught that final out, will lead things off when we return. 1-1 your score here on the Bourne Braves Radio Network.
2021 was a historic season for the Bourne Braves. The Bravos captured the President's Trophy, given to the team with the best regular season record, and rode early success to the West Division title and a trip to the Cape Cod League Championship Series. Now in 2022, the Braves are back and look to replicate the success from a season ago without many of the faces that got them there. It's a whole new season of Bourne Braves baseball. Check out the full schedule on bournebraves.org and come join the party at Doran Park.
The Bourne Braves have enjoyed a long history of offering internships to college students who have worked in a myriad of capacities and performed any number of duties for the organization. Interns support everything from public relations, fundraising and concessions, to field maintenance, internet broadcasting, and baseball operations. The Braves will begin accepting applications for the 2023 season in September. Those interested should visit bournebraves.org.
It's time to go back to the ballpark. This is Bourne Braves baseball.
Top half of the 9th inning, tied at 1 here at Veterans Field. Max Stanzer joined alongside Calvin Cristoforo.
I'm thrown off a bit because they just announced some of the people in the press box favorite ice cream flavors. Peppermint stick, coffee Oreo, and Death by Chocolate? Those wouldn't even break in my top 45.
I mean, I don't mind the Oreo, but what's Death by Chocolate? I gotta wonder there.
Well, many don't tell the tale because they die by chocolate.
Here's Evan Slyke to lead things off. The first pitch from Hampton is a strike on the outside corner with the breaking ball. 0-1. Hampton coming out for his 9th inning as he looks to go complete tonight. Slyke entering for the first time this evening, pinch hitting for Nadir Lewis. Next pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 the count. So Scott Landers going to his bench, and he's got one of his best guys at the plate here in Evan Slyke. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a shot down the right field line, hooking well foul. So the count stays at no balls and 2 strikes. So Ben Hampton, if he could get through an inning right here, would be guaranteed for the complete game, as this game will not go in extra innings. And it is unheard of to see a complete game in summer ball, even here in the Cape Cod League. 0-2, swing and a miss, has Slyke twirling in circles on another filthy breaking pitch. Strikeout number 9 on the night for Hampton as he continues to put on a show tonight. It's just been unbelievable this evening.
It really has been mind-boggling. This guy has just been unhittable up there. 8 1/3, allowing just 2 hits to Matt Shaw and 1 Brito home run.
And we had an infield single hit to Matt Shaw and a little bleeder over Nunez's head at third to Matt Shaw. The only loud contact was that Brito home run. First pitch to Tomas Frick is a fastball inside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Just in case Hampton gets in trouble, Brian Holiday, a right-hander, warming up down the left field line in the pen for Chatham. Here's the 1-0 to Frick. Down and in ball 2. 2-0 the count. Frick is 0 for 2 tonight. He was the hero in his last start on Wednesday evening with the walk-off win against the Mariners.
Was that a Maine accent you tried to do there?
Not intentional. So the next pitch is a breaking ball, up and away ball 3.
Wasn't
3-0.
bad.
Well, you would know better than anyone.
Wednesday.
I'll take it. That's quite an honor.
I love it.
Frick in the driver's seat, 3-0. Pitch, fastball over Broadway, a strike, 3-1.
Interested to see what will happen if Frick gets on here. Alan Espinal's doing high knees in front of the Braves dugout. You got to go to a pinch runner, right?
You would have to, especially since this is your last chance to score. 3-1 is swung on a bloop, shallow right center field. This one's down for a base hit. Tomas Frick, now 4 for his last 14, picks up a hit, and it's a big one. The go-ahead run now at first base, and quickly out of the first base dugout is Nelson Taylor with a chance to give the Braves the lead here.
Pretty good guy to have off the bench. And Nelson Taylor. This guy runs like the wind. Let's see how aggressive the Braves are. They've already been caught on a pickoff move in this game tonight.
He had 27 stolen bases at Polk State this spring. But again, you have the lefty in Hampton on the mound here, so Taylor will have to pick a good spot to run if he is. Here's Bryce Evelyn, top of the order, a chance for the Braves to take the lead for the first time since the 7th. First pitch is swung on and hit on the ground, second base side. Riggio fields it, goes to second for 1. The relay to first base is in time. Ben Hampton, my goodness, the left-hander has thrown a complete game tonight through 9 innings. It's the first 9-inning complete game since St. Collins of Katuitt on July 3rd, 2017. He's looking for a win here as we enter the bottom of the 9th inning. Again, this game will not go to extras. It will either be a tie or a Chatham win. The Anglers will send up 1, 2, 3 in their order. Guy Garibay Jr. will lead things off when we return.
For the 11th straight season, you can catch Cape Cod League Baseball on WEEI. The station will be home to 12 Cape League contests on the station's local affiliate 96.3 FM. The Braves will be on the airwaves twice in the regular season, first on July 3rd when the Bravos are in Wareham, and then on July 31st when Bourne welcomes Falmouth to Doran Park. Catch the Braves on live radio, but you can always watch or listen to the team live on the Bourne Braves YouTube channel. Just search Bourne Braves.
As a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League, the Mass State Lottery is celebrating the games we love playing. From the Baseball Diamond to the many lottery games that help support all 351 cities and towns across the Commonwealth. So here's to 50 years of winning and 50 more.
This one is going down to the wire. Now back to Bourne Braves baseball.
Bottom half of the 9th inning, tied at 1 here at Veterans Field, and it doesn't get much more than a pitcher's duel than this tonight. Ben Hampton, the starter for the Anglers, tossing 9 innings, allowing just 1 run, the first 9-inning complete game since St. Collins of Katuitt back on July 3rd, 2017. However, the game tied at 1 here. Bryce Cunningham coming out for what will be his second full inning of work as he looks to get through 2 1/3 tonight and keep this game tied at 1. Chatham tied with Falmouth 1-1 yesterday for their 8th tie. With a tie tonight, could tie the Cape Cod League record at ties with 9. Braves would like to keep it that way as they would like to gain at least 1 point on both Katuitt and Hyannis, who lost tonight. Meanwhile, for these Anglers, with both Orleans winning and the Harwich loss, at least a point, which they've guaranteed, if not a win, which would give them 2, mighty important here. Some defensive replacements. Nelson Taylor now in left field. He came in to pinch run for Tomas Frick, of course, and Alan Espinal will come into the game behind the plate. So Espinal will take slight spot, while Taylor takes Frick's spot. First pitch on the way to Guy Garibay Jr. is a fastball outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. With 1 swing of the bat, the Anglers could send this packed house at Veterans Field into a frenzy. and slip it to a playoff spot for the first time this season. 1-0 is down low ball 2. 2-0 the count.
And a tie is not only anticlimactic in the result of this game, it's also anticlimactic when you look at the playoff picture.
Hitters count for Garibay. Here's the 2-0 from Cunningham. Fastball outside, ball 3. 3-0. What is fitting is that every single game that these two teams have played against each other has been incredibly tight. A 5-4 win for the Braves on June 22nd. A 3-2 Braves win on July 1st here in Chatham. The 3-0 is a fastball at the strike for a strike at the knees. 3-1. And then July 14th, a 6-2 victory for the Bravos on a walk-off grand slam from Horvath. 3-1 is a fastball taken outside for ball 4. A really close spot as that puts the winning run over at first base with really good speed. Here for the Anglers, here we go. Anglers fastening their seatbelts here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
From Oklahoma State, number 62, Marcus Brown.
Chatham's been really hot, 7-2-1 over the last 10. Trying to gut out a win here tonight. Really good start to the ninth inning. Trying to give the Braves a taste of their own medicine against Chatham this season.
Peck even with the bag at third. Middle infielders playing back, and my goodness, could they use a double play right now. First pitch to Brown. He shows bunt and slaps it to the shortstop, and Peck, who camps underneath it to make the grab where he doesn't even have to make a step for out number 1. A little bit of a hybrid slash bunt right there from Marcus Brown, who showed bunt late and just chopped at it and hit a little flare out to shot short.
Not sure what the plan was there, but I'll tell you this much, it failed. And Matt Shaw said, thank you. Didn't move a muscle and made the catch. Talk about being anticlimactic. How about that for a first out?
My only thought is maybe he was trying to hit a hard bunt between the pitcher and Cunningham and the second baseman at Eplin to try and beat out a base hit. So here comes Rock Riggio. Remember, he homered against Arguelles for the Anglers' first and only hit back in the 7th. First pitch is a fastball down low. 1 ball, no strikes. That was Riggio's 3rd home run of the week, so he's been swinging it really well. Cunningham will have to be mighty careful with him right here. Once again, the winning run at first in the cleats of Guy Garibay Jr. He has 5 stolen bases this season, so good speed over there. 1-0. Fastball outside, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Cooper Ringo on deck, then Caden Grice as Cunningham has to face the teeth of this Chatham lineup. Cunningham from the stretch, pauses at the belt. Here's the 2-2. 2-0 make that. It's a fastball down and in, ball 3. 3-0 the count here as Alan Espinal will take a trip to the mound and have a conversation with Cunningham.
Yeah, interesting spot here if you're the Braves. You don't want to allow a couple of cookies to cross over home plate because Riggio has 3 home runs now in his last 3 games. He's seen the ball very well. But you don't want to put the game-winning run into scoring position. So Cunningham is going to really have to focus and throw strikes, but strikes that are tough to hit. Has to pierce the quarters a couple times in a row.
Peck now playing back behind the bag at third. Outfielders just about straight up. The right fielder in Jones shifting a couple steps towards right center. Garibay the winning run at first, the 3-0. Fastball, a strike, pinpointed on the outside corner. 3-1.
There's one, and that's a good pitch. Fastball right on the outer black. Let's see what he comes with here. It's a typical fastball count. I'm sure Riggio is sitting all over one. But does Cunningham try to beat him with an off-speed pitch?
Hitters count for him. 3-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Riggio got a pitch right over the heart of the plate and took a massive rip. Count moves full at 3-2.
Challenged him with a fastball. So now he's got a complement of options to go with. He's worked the count full. That is a huge step 1. Strikeout double play or just out without advancing the runner is the #1 focus here for Cunningham. But to do all of that, he has to throw a strike here, 3-2.
This game will not go into extra innings. 3-2. Swing and a pop-up foul off to the third base side and well out of play. Count stays full at 3-2. This packed house has been loud tonight, despite seeing little to no offense on what started as 6 1/3 of an inning's work for Arguelles, where he had twirled together 6 no-hit innings until Riggio's home run. Garibay takes his lead from first. 3-2 here with 1 down. Cunningham from the stretch. Payoff pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. Glances up the netting behind home plate as this lengthy plate appearance continues here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Doesn't get much better than this. Still 3-2. Reggio takes a step out of the box, stares at the barrel of his bat, now climbs back in, taps the plate twice, pinwheels it towards Cunningham, who comes set on the first base side of the rubber. 3-2. Swing and a little flip shot right back to the pitcher in Cunningham, who takes 2 steps towards his right to make the catch with 2 hands for out number 2. A massive out as Cunningham almost snapped the bat right there from Reggio, who just hit a little squibber in the air back to the mound.
I'll tell you this, Max, really good pitch. Up and in.
The University of South Carolina, number 10.
It got on the hands of Reggio, but Matt Hogan's going to come in and pinch run here, the South Carolina speedster, who's primarily used in a pinch run this year. He'll represent the tying run for their leading hitter in Cooper Engel. Bottom of the 9th inning, regardless of the score, are never fun at this ballpark.
Braves would love to keep this game tied. The Anglers, of course, looking for a dramatic walk-off win. Engel digs in from the left side, first pitch. Fastball runs outside, 1-0. The Braves walked off these Anglers back the last time they faced on the 14th. Here we are 16 days later. The Anglers have a chance to return the favor in a big, big way. 1-0. Breaking ball misses, down and in, ball 2. Really close spot. As the count moves to 2 balls and no strikes, and Engel likely going to get a good pitch to hit right here. Hogan can run. He takes his lead from first base. Shuffling lead as he inches closer to second. Fans getting into it here at Veterans. 2-0. Fastball, a strike on the outside corner. Count stays at 2-1. Everybody on their feet down on the hills in right center and straightaway center, down the right field line as well in foul ground. A packed house behind home plate as well, as they've seen a splendid ball game this evening. The winning run at first, and Hogan, he takes his lead. 2-1. Breaking ball misses inside, gets away from Espinal. Hogan taking off for second. Espinal's throw is not in time. Hogan now the winning run in scoring position on what will be a crucial passed ball on Alan Espinal. So the count moves to 3-1.
All right, so now winning run in scoring position. 3-1 count to Chatham's best hitter on the season. You have first base open. And here Scott Landers is going to do some signals out to his fielders. Caden Grice on deck, who punishes baseballs, but is a big-time strikeout guy.
Hitters count here for Engel. 3-1. Taken down and away for ball 4. A walk to Engel. First and second, 2 down. And here comes the all-star, Caden Grice, to the plate, and they may just put him on as well.
Look, I don't hate that walk right there. Cooper Engel is the best contact batter in this Chatham lineup. You put him on first after the base was open. And now you got Caden Grice, who crushes baseballs when he makes contact. That is a big if. This guy's halfway to 100 in strikeouts this season. 50 on the year here in game number 41 of the campaign. 0 for 3 tonight, 3 for 13 against the Braves this season. He's not your prototypical contact guy.
He has struck out in 36% of his plate appearances entering tonight. Hogan the winning run at second, 2 down. First pitch, swing and a miss. Good fastball from Cunningham for strike 1. 0-1.
And that's what it is. It's a really big swing. He's trying to win this game 4-1.
A base hit would do the job. Your arms left to right in the outfield. Nelson Taylor just into the game. Matt Horvath in center and Carson Jones in right. 1-1, bottom of the 9th, winning run at second, 2 down. 0-1 from Cunningham. Down and away, ball 1. Count evens up.
Ties in this league are so weird because the Braves win this. The Braves tie this game. It's going to be a big-time roar from the Braves dugout because they're just on the defensive side.
1-1 here with 2 down. Cunningham from the first base side settles, looking for the biggest out of his season. Pitch, check swing, Grice went around, home plate umpire and DeMar rings him up. Count moves to 1-2. So here we go. Tom Holliday now out from the third base dugout. Not happy with DeMaron calling the strike call on Bryce right here, and he's just going to have a conversation with his left-handed hitter now.
And I think the message is shorten up. All he has to do is deposit a ball in the outfield, and Chatham wins this game. They are moving on contact with 2 outs in this inning. Took a big rip, came up empty to fastball, just swung and missed the backdoor slider. Cunningham 1 pitch away from tying this game, and it's just a tie, but for the Braves here with their backs against the wall. Trying to eke out a point here tonight, Max.
1-2 here with 2 down. Bryce digs back in. Hogan takes his lead from second. Cunningham has slowed his pace just a bit. The 1-2 is buried in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Espinal. A huge stop as that holds Hogan at second. Count stays at 2-2.
And I like that pitch. Try to get him fishing at a breaking ball in the dirt. Now you've thrown him 2 straight sliders. You got him thinking off speed. This is the time that you pull out your A-plus fastball. You rev up and try to blow 94 by him, up and out of the zone.
Braves a strike away from securing this tie. Anglers and run away from picking up the win. Again, this game will not go to extra innings. Cunningham from the first base side settles again. 2-2 to Grice. Breaking ball on the outside corner for strike 3. The Braves hold on to secure the tie. 1-1 the final here at Veterans Field. My goodness. The Anglers strand the winning run in Hogan at second base. As Cunningham brings up Bryce looking to end this ball game. The Braves move to 20-14-7. The Anglers 13-18-9. They tie the Cape Cod League record with 9 ties in a single season. How about that? The second consecutive evening in which they've tied 1-1.
And I wore a green tie this morning, so it's ties all around the yard tonight. Here at Veterans, it's really weird. Ties in this league, I was talking about a little bit earlier. The team that's on the defensive end kind of feels a little bit better about themselves. The Braves tonight got 1 hit, allowed 1 singular hit. Ruck Riggio put it up on the hill. And the Bravos got 1 point out of this game. Chatham not in the playoff push. The Braves aren't in first place, but both teams are a step closer to reaching their eventual goal in this season.
Absolutely. If you take a look at the standings right here, after Hyannis and Katuitt both dropped their ball games, the Braves now move in a tie for second place with Katuitt with 47 points. They're now just 1 point behind Hyannis for first place. And of course, you'll take the 1 point you get, but if the Braves were able to win this game, they would be tied for first place right now.
And owning the highbreaker over Hyannis, they would be in first place right now. But it's a marathon, not a sprint, and the marathon's just on the 23rd mile. Couple games left to go. You got 3 contests left. You'll get your shot at Hyannis. You'll get your shot at Katuitt. And you also have an opportunity to hurt Falmouth's playoff chances, that they're a couple of outs away from clinching a playoff berth tonight if they were able to finish off YD. So they're looking to all but secure their spot in the top of this playoff set. Couple games left to do that. You salvage a point at a time. The offense wasn't there. Ben Hampton diced you up for 9 straight innings. You're only able to get 1 run across the scoreboard on really just 1 swing. But you did just enough to get a point. You get 1 point tonight. You take that, you put it in your back pocket, you move forward for a couple of West Division opponents coming up on your schedule later this week.
If you look at it from Chatham's angle in the Eastern Division, they had an opportunity to tie Harwich for that 4th playoff spot, which would give them their first playoff spot this entire season. Again, now just gained 1 point in Harwich. They're at 35 compared to the Mariners' 36. So again, they still have some breathing room now. They still have an opportunity late here. But we just have 3 games left in this season. Chatham, of course, will face those Mariners tomorrow in Harwich at 5:30, which makes that just an even more incredible ball game with incredible storylines, because with a win tomorrow, the Anglers could take that playoff spot. They'll finish off against YD and then the Mariners in game number 44, the final game of the year, on Tuesday as well. Meanwhile, for the Braves, they'll take on the Falmouth Commodores tomorrow at 6 o'clock, that one at Doran Park. And with the Commodores now about 8 points behind these Braves. The Braves don't have to worry too much about losing that third spot, but again, really trying to sneak into the first spot and defend that President's Trophy. The Braves will also wrap up against Catuit and Hyannis as well. Let's take a look at how we got to this 1-1 tie tonight. It was Chris Brito's solo home run in the second inning, which was just an absolute blast. His 5th of the season, second against a left-handed pitcher. And this one of the most impressive, which is saying something because everyone just has our jaws on the floor. This one scraped the top of the trees over the scoreboard in straightaway left field. And then Anthony Arguelles, his performance will get underlooked a little bit tonight. 6 innings of no-hit baseball, went 6 1/3 in total.
And if Ben Hampton comes out of this game after getting 1 out in the 6th inning, he was outpitched tonight by Anthony Arguelles. The only thing was Arguelles got pulled and Hampton went all 9.
Absolutely. Hampton, the first Cape Cod League pitcher to throw a complete game since 2017. Not only did Tom Holliday show a ton of confidence in his left-hander, but the Southpaw bounced back on what was a really tough outing against Orleans on the 25th, where he was pinned with the loss, only lasted a third of an inning, allowed 3 earned runs, entered that outing with a 1.95 ERA. That ERA jumped up about 70 points after that just 1/3 of an inning. You flash back to tonight, 9 innings, 1 run, and was able to just dice with this Braves lineup that has been struggling just a little bit over the last couple of days, but the pitching has been the story. Entering tonight, the Braves at a 3.23 ERA. And they continue to add to that right here. The bullpen was incredible as well, entering tonight 10 earned runs in their last 39 innings pitched. That a 2.31 ERA. If you go to the last 4 games, the whole staff has just allowed 6 earned runs in 36 innings of work. That's a 1.5 ERA. Just allowing 7.7 hits per 9. They allowed just 1 tonight. Unfortunately for the Braves, that was a solo home run from Rock Riggio that tied the game in the 7th. With that, we're going to take a quick break, but when we return, Ethan Frank will have a very special guest, our player of the game, here from Veterans Field.
Not being able to make it to Doran Park is no excuse to miss the Braves in action. You can watch every Bravos home game live on the Bourne Braves television network. From stellar pitching performances, dazzling defensive plays, and big-time power displays, you can catch it all from the comfort of your home. It's your favorite Cape League team live on your screen. Just head to the Bourne Braves YouTube and join the fun.
You can catch the Bourne Braves all summer long at Doran Park. With more than 20 home games this season, Braves baseball is just a short drive away, whether you're on or off the Cape. With free admission to every Cape Cod League game, nights at Doran Park provide family fun for everyone. First pitch for all Braves home games is at 6, and you can check out the Bravos' full schedule over at our website, bournebraves.org.
Want to look like a Bravo? Well, there is one place where you can find the official gear of the Bourne Braves, and that is at the Bourne Braves Pro Shop. Open during every home game and located on the ground level of the press box, you can find Braves hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and more, all in just one place. Wear the same gear as the players and rep the Braves wherever you go. Visit the Braves Pro Shop today and let the rest of the Cape know you're repping the Bravos.
Make sure to follow the Braves on Twitter at Bourne Braves for all of your favorite Bravos content. From in-game score updates to player interviews and so much more, the Braves on Twitter is the place to go for the most up-to-date information on the Bravos. Make sure to follow us today at Bourne Braves. What's better than a summer night? A summer night with the Bourne Braves.
Ethan Frank here with our Braves player of the game. Welcome back to Veterans Field. Anthony Arguelles, an unbelievable pitching performance tonight. Obviously, there's one pitch you'd like to have back. But aside from that, let's focus on the good. What was working so well for you tonight? It allowed you both to keep your pitch count down and work deep into this game.
I was able to, again, throw 4 different pitches kind of whenever I wanted them and whatever count. I was able to move the fastball in and out, up and down too. That helped big. And just kind of establishing the 4 pitches, making them, they didn't really, keeping them off balance again and just going right at them, getting the guys back in the dugout, trying to get quick innings. So.
When you first got to Bourne, we saw you as a multi-inning reliever. Then you became a starter. The first game didn't go so well as a whole group out there. You only went 2 innings, but then you worked into the 5th inning your last time out, and tonight you get into the 7th inning. What has allowed you to go deeper into games?
Yeah, it feels like I'm getting better. Just more competitive in the zone with the 4 pitches. Been working on them a lot, kind of trying to work on just tunneling them more, making them all look the same. out of the hand, and it's been working well, you know. And just establishing fastballs again, making them not be able to sit on an off speed and just having to worry about, they don't know what's coming, so they're worried about all four, you know. So.
Was there anything in particular you wanted to emphasize tonight within those 4 pitches?
Yeah, I felt like last outing I didn't really, like I said, establish the fastball as good as I wanted to. And tonight I felt like I really did that. Like it was up when I wanted it, down with the runner on if I'm trying to get a ground ball, in or out, you know. And just, yeah, it was really effective with it, and it had good life, it felt like. So.
How much confidence does this give you heading into the playoffs?
A lot, but I mean, I've been working on it a lot, you know. Outing to outing, the mentality can't really change, you know. When I come into the next one, this one isn't going to mean anything. So I gotta turn the page. I'm going to enjoy it, obviously, for tonight. But tomorrow I'll turn the page and start working towards the next one because, I mean, there's always something I can get better at. And I just want to keep improving and keep being consistent. So.
Absolutely. That's Anthony Arguelles, our Braves player of the game tonight. The longest no-hit bid of the season for the Braves. 6 no-hit innings here at Veterans Field in Chatham. Anthony, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you.
All right, that will do it for our coverage tonight. That's Anthony. I'm Ethan. For Calvin, Max, and Ben, thank you for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow.